Hello and welcome to Stretford, Paddock. This is the WatchAlong. Manchester United are back. FC Rosenborg, our first victims of the... Sorry,
right, how many... Right, everyone's swearing.
Jay's here.
Thank you.
How are you, Adam?
I'm amazing, man. Finally, that is over.
Yeah, the Euros is over.
Stuck into the real stuff.
The Rosenborgs of this world.
Against the Rosenborgs of this world.
Yeah, the War of the Rosenborgs. It's going to be called, isn't it, Jay?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty confident.
No, you're not.
I honestly think that this is going to be a season we'll all remember for the right reasons.
Really?
Yeah.
Such
You know
as?
what I mean? Well, I don't want to get carried away.
Okay.
But I think we'll win the Charity Shield. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll storm to the title.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, winning the League Cup on the way, and then top it all off by retaining the FA Cup.
Well, Premier League as well, did you
What's
say?
that?
Yeah.
Quadruple?
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, I've forgotten the Europa. We'll win the Europa, obviously, won't we?
Yeah, that goes without
given.
saying.
That's a given.
That's literally easy.
That's a little shade given.
Yeah.
It
Nice.
is. That's a little shade given. Should we go through the lineup straight away then? Let's just get into the team because it's United's first team of this sort of 24-25 season.
Where did the years go?
Technically it's pre-season, but you know what I'm saying here.
I remember when it was 2020. Crikey.
Was that COVID?
Yeah, that was when we started this.
This
We
mess.
didn't start this then.
This.
Stop trying to rewrite history.
No, this incarnation of the fan channel started in
Football did
2020.
not start in
Yeah.
1992.
Yeah.
It did.
And this channel did not start in 2020.
It technically
Being
did.
dicks.
I'm not being a
There's
dick.
a reason I got 100 grey hairs on the side of my head.
Got grey hairs, have we? Pathetic.
Let's go through this team. So
Hey,
we've got
what I won't give for some grey hairs.
Vitek in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Murray, Fish, Evans. Yes. Midfield, Mount, Hannibal, Wheatley,
I love Hannibal.
Casemiro.
Mate. Love him.
Rashford, Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Rashford Williams, who's he?
Nice.
He's an England player. He's excellent.
Do you think Hannibal still has a future at Manchester United?
Probably not.
Do you remember after the Brighton game where Erik Ten Hag was like, he's epitomised everything about this club, and then he went on loan and fell out with whoever. Where did he go on loan? Was it Sevilla?
Yeah.
And he fell out with everyone there.
In fairness, that does sort of epitomise United in the last 10 years. So Ten Hag wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
It's not.
Was
been
it Burnley
good.
away as well?
I
I
like
thought he played
Hannibal.
well.
I think Hannibal's a talented player. When you think about him, he's someone that was so massively rated when we signed him for 10 million. I think he was like a 14, 15-year-old. And we paid 10 million for him.
Yeah.
I remember watching him as well. We went out to Germany somewhere. I watched him in the Mercedes-Benz Junior
I remember that. Yeah, I remember
And he
you
was
covering
minting that.
Yeah. I
That
remember
was
when.
another edit that fucking idiot.
Right, let's not
Right,
disparage
okay.
people on the line.
That's another edit just disappeared.
Yeah, basically.
That's life.
Yeah.
That's what
Fortunately.
the people say.
Ross Murphy in the comments. It's my birthday and United are back on my screen.
Wait. Ross Murphy.
Yeah.
The Ross Murphy.
Yeah,
The
man.
Ross Murphy. Yeah.
That's always in the chat.
Yeah.
He's a moderator.
Happy fucking birthday, man.
Yeah,
Happy
man.
birthday. He said he was 15 when he first started watching, and now he's 26 up the paddock. There you go. He's been watching since the Moyes days.
Do you
That's
think
mad.
people can... Do you think we have an age limit? Like, do you think people will watch us and then get to a certain age with that? You know, like with Keenan and Cal?
You grow out of things? No, I don't think so.
No, I
Or
think.
will our
we evolve.
audience grow with us?
Yeah, I think they grow with us. Do you know what I mean? Because we're, not young anymore, are we? Well, I'm not.
I am.
You are. Me and Steve are the older generation, I think. You're a young pup, aren't you? And you're
Young.
somewhere in the middle.
I'll be honest.
Ronnie's the youth.
The
Yeah, look at him on his phone. The youth.
Typical, eh?
Just
You
suck on
youngsters.
his
today.
Eh.
Pathetic.
I'm looking for Rosenborg's team, actually.
Who cares about Rosenborg's
Mate,
team?
no one gives a toss
Dickhead.
about Rosenborg. Yeah.
No one cares.
They've got a youngster watching, that's why I want to see if he's playing.
Who?
Who cares about
So I have a
Rosenborg's team?
17-year-old
Your job for today is find out Rosenborg's team.
yeah.
And you got to make a fun fact about each player.
a.
Why aren't we showing him on camera when he talks?
About each player, by the way.
Yeah, every single player. Fun fact.
Every player, yeah.
Fun little fact.
Little facts that no one else knows.
I'll be honest. The comments are popping off, and there's one thing that
Are they
needs,
popping
that
like
needs
it's
to be
hot?
addressed. I'm afraid.
What?
Have Joe cut his hair?
Have Joe got it there.
Joe fresh trim. Someone else said Joe's haircut needs to be number one on the agenda. Someone says Joe's entering his Italian defender era.
I said you look like an Italian footballer.
Yeah.
Nah, he
So-
looks like, you know when your mate's mom's left her husband and she
Your
gets a
mate's
haircut
mum's
that
left
she would
husband.
never have got.
Right, yeah.
And you're like, this is weird, man.
Mm.
You don't really like it. And you're pretending to like it because you want to, like,
Is this your roundabout way of saying you don't like Joe's new banner? Because I like it, man.
No, I'm just saying he looks
It
like
feels like he
Gail
doesn't,
Platt in a midlife
It
crisis.
feels like
It does feel like he doesn't.
He wanted to say,
I
I don't
love
like
it.
your
A
haircut.
lot of people
I
saying
love it.
Maldini,
Yeah.
Nesta, Pirlo.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
you're naysaying over there.
Yeah, you know, when your mum's
Do you know what I
mate
mean?
gets a
Brexit
haircut
Maldini.
you don't
That's
like.
what they're talking about. According to Kunal Malhotra, I'm the Brexit Maldini. That's it, unfortunately. It's all right. It's
I
a
like
decent
it, man.
decent
It's
little trim
perfect.
list. Thank you, Joe Allen.
Ignore
Yeah,
Macca.
whatever, don't ignore that as well. Have you got the Rosenborg team yet, Ronaldo?
Oh, fucking hell.
That's how we found it.
You're pathetic,
Give me
man.
2 more minutes.
This is embarrassing, isn't it?
Your mind needs to be on as well.
microphone.
Listen,
Yeah, you worry about the
Microphone.
mind. And they'll worry
I
about
thought
the
he said
mind.
his mind.
No, he's all right.
I've
He's
got the
also
Rosenborg team there straight away. Where were you looking?
Huh?
On IKEA.com. Here we
By
go.
the way, that's our stat corner.
Yeah, there's our stat corner over there.
All the
Doesn't
stats.
know how Twitter works, but he's going to be bringing you the detail.
Oh,
I can't find the team.
when's the last time you tweeted, Joe?
What?
That's a good question, that.
That's not a
Why
question
don't
that's
you
relevant
tweet?
to this. There is.
I tag you in tweets, and you just don't reply for weeks, and it makes it look like we fell out.
He is that, and he doesn't reply to things very quickly either.
No,
Like he
you'll make a joke.
and you know if you message him outside of work hours, he also won't. He doesn't reply to me outside.
I
of work
do. I
hours.
do reply to.
It's a bit
outside of
weird
work
like
hours.
that.
I sent you an Instagram.
Alright,
video
that's
the
my
other day.
family time. Like, you know.
You know what I mean? He's on the 4 in the morning. Him.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
me and-
I'm,
Yeah,
okay.
me and him message each other.
But that's because
Like,
we're the only ones that message each other.
I'm like a
You?
young Keir Starmer.
I'm honestly.
Yeah, you
I
are.
value my family time.
Yeah.
Also, I just don't check my phone as much.
And he says that he'll go, "I don't check my phone," and I'll look. He'll have been online loads.
I know, but here's
Yeah.
another thing that is genuinely true. Since I upgraded to the new iOS, the beta version, notifications just don't work anymore. Like now, I've got 3 notifications, but to see them, I have to scroll up like
But
that.
you've always been this way, so how is it? Have you always had the beta version?
Rosenborg's team.
He's one of them, innit, when he's not on, he's not on. Like
Yeah.
that's his time. Yeah.
He
But
treats
I
us
do-
like a job.
No, that's not true. I was chatting to Jay when I was at a wedding the other day.
Yeah, he did. He did
Exactly.
well. He
Rang
rang
him-
me.
rang him
He
up at a
actually
wedding.
rang me. He didn't message, but he felt guilty because he didn't know me for the previous 12 hours.
Anyway, let's get into this Rosenborg team. Bloody hell. Tangvik in goal. Kornic at right back. Kida, centre back.
He's good,
Nemchik, centre back. Raytan, left back.
He's very
Tagseth,
good.
Tagseth,
Nice.
Salnias, and Nipan make up your mid 3.
Yeah.
Midfield
Have
3.
they got Sater up top?
I think
do
they
you
have
know?
Broholm. Is it Broholm on the right hand side?
Throw home.
Yeah. I thought so.
Bro, home.
Yeah.
And left wing? Sunday.
Rayton Swade.
Sunday.
Sorry. Yeah, Sunday.
They've got 2 Raytons.
They got-
They've got,
They've got-
they're not related, I don't think. And then on bench, I don't know if I've said on,
On bench.
On bench,
On
Sandberg,
bench.
Anderson,
On
Jensen,
bench.
Bolden, Dahl, Sondron, Borkeet, Van Nan, Cerveus, Fredrickson, Holter, and Home. Ronaldo Brown, who was the player that United are supposedly looking at that you liked the look of that you wanted to talk about?
I've not seen him play. That's why I'm eager to watch him. But he's 17-year-old Napan, I believe,
Napan.
who we should be looking for. People think there's a possibility it could be a CR7 moment.
CR7
Not
moment.
is there. There's
Hey.
just not is there.
No pressure on the kid,
Same.
but he
not
could
happening,
be the
Eyes are
greatest
gonna be on him
player
today.
ever.
Yeah.
you
Brian
never
Kevill
know.
with a super chat. We've got a couple of super chats actually. Brian Kevill says, "Does your girlfriend play with your hair, Joe?" Yes, my bum hair. Patrick Cassidy says, "I'm Rosen, bored out of my nut. So glad to have United back. GGMU up the paddock." It is nice, isn't it? Less than 24 hours post England being rocked to its very core.
Yeah.
Manchester United have decided to serve us up an absolute dish.
There's our mate Henningberg, who sat on this very table.
Bloody hell. That shot is the whitest thing I've ever seen. Is that how overexposed is that? The pitch is just blinding white. He's got a white shirt on. He's got a white head. That shot looks
You've gone very
uncomfortable,
northern
doesn't
today.
it? Me?
Yeah.
Have I?
Yeah.
It's the new haircut.
Not me.
Ian.
E-bag will make you thump.
Ian.
But would involve.
Do you know Ian?
Ian?
Yes.
Of course I do, he's my brethren.
It says, question for the group. If we're not 6 points clear at the top of the league after the first game, should we
Something's
sack
gone
Ten
wrong.
Hag?
Yeah, something's gone wrong.
I think you've got to have at least a review.
Yeah.
A performance review.
I think we do another one of those performance
Take a while,
reviews where we go around Europe and interview every manager. I think we should do that every time we lose.
Yeah.
Why not? There's no such thing as too much
You should
diligence.
do that with like right wingers and stuff.
Yeah.
Go interview all of them.
We don't have any at the minute.
Sorry.
Keir Starmer.
Yeah,
Or,
it's nicely done.
Sahil Patel says, Joe, I thought you were at the airport to welcome Southgate back home. That's quite good. I was actually. I was there. I was one of the few people there. I had a
Should
bunch
have
of
been there
roses for him.
throw stuff at him.
I did, yeah. Adoration. That's what I threw in. Compliments for another job almost well done. Speaking of a job almost well done, there's two people I really want to talk about, and we'll take it in turns going through these. One is Marcus Rashford, and the other is Mason Mount, both of whom are starting today. One of which is sort of trying to get his United career back on track, and one of them is sort of trying to get his United career going for the first time.
Yeah.
Let's start with Mason Mount, both on the thumbnail behind you, Jay. I hate the phrase, it's almost like a new signing, but because we've never really seen him for United, could he almost be like a new signing this season, in that it's literally some of the first games we'll see him play?
Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Because we haven't seen anything of him, really.
Yeah.
The games he did play didn't do a lot. Even when he came on as a substitute towards the end of last season, there was times when he barely touched the ball. I'm not having a dig at him. He obviously wasn't 100% fit. He never really got going, did he? And like last pre-season, remember last pre-season, he had a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, he missed a few sitters, and it was a bit of a like, oh, this doesn't look great. Obviously, we know what he's about, so I don't want to get be too harsh on him. But when you were looking forward to him actually starting and getting going, then he got injured. And other than, I think, was it the Galatasaray game at Old Trafford where he had
Get out the way, Galatasaray.
nice the first half.
Get out the way.
I don't think we saw anything from him. No. So yeah, in that respect, he's got to do something this season, hasn't he? Because you can't. Well, first season injury, okay, that's wrecked it. Second season, you got to show us something.
Yeah. Well, last season,
I think if he stays fit, he can do.
Last season, he played 756 minutes in all comps, which is the equivalent of 8.5 games.
Well, he wasn't right, was he?
No, and a lot of that was, I think it was 17 appearances in total, 20 in total. But like I said, most of those were off the bench.
I remember, was it the 4-3 came on? And I'm not trying to have a dig at him. I don't think he touched the ball in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to my pal, Mason Mount touched it, and he was like, I was just thinking the same thing. And he was like, he was running around, he was trying, he just looked a bit lost. But it didn't matter, we won.
What do you reckon, Adam? Mason Mount? How
like
good can
him.
he be, and how big is the season for him?
I like him. It's a bit of a shame that we kind of invested so much money in him. He was injured for a season, and we could have got him on a free in the end. But I do think he's a very good player. It'd be interesting to find out where his position is in this team.
Yeah.
Because obviously you got Bruno Fernandes who plays in his position. If you want to play him as an 8, you got Kobe Mainoo that plays there. He can't play him as a 6. You could possibly play him out on the right. It's not his natural position though. So where does he fit in the team in the long term? Is it starting? Is it a squad player? If it's a squad player, it's obviously lifting the levels very high. But I assume that's not what he was after when he joined Man United. But I think he's a really good player, and I think we'll see, if he's fit, I think we'll see a lot more of him this season.
Yeah. He's someone that in his career, he usually plays a lot of games. He wasn't injury prone before we signed him. He had that one pubic bone injury, which I mean is slightly funny, but is also unusual and not something you hear about generally. But you look at his games per season, it was 35 the year we bought him, right? So obviously that's not so good. But before that, it was...
Is that all comp, sorry?
Yeah, before that it was 53, 54, 53. Since coming to the Premier League, before that he was on loan at Derby, since playing for Chelsea, he's averaging 48, 49 games a season.
Yeah.
He's usually someone who's the exact opposite of injury prone. He was notoriously sort of hard running, and now all of a sudden he's injury prone. I don't think he will be. But like you said, Adam, I'm worried. Where does he fit?
It must be mad frustrating for him as well, because he was kind of like a regular running for Gareth Southgate in the squad. That's forgot about. He had that nightmare at Stamford Bridge where he came on and we lost in the last 2 minutes. Everyone was giving him pelters, which wasn't his fault we lost, but it was just a bit minging for him. Yeah. So yeah, I'm guessing that he was desperate to prove himself. He's been given the number 7 shirt again, which is not his fault, but that sort of adds a little bit of pressure as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
so
does.
The expectation is there. So yeah, I'm hoping that he can sort of show what he's about, because when we signed him, I don't think too many people were complaining, going, "Why have we bought him? That's a joke."
He's a really good player, man.
Yeah, and you want options as well. We always go on about our City have got options, Arsenal have got options. You need options, and he could be an option where, if you look at City, they have 5 or 6 players who play in similar positions who all play 40 odd games a season.
Yeah.
It's not like one's necessarily, only playing from the bench. They mix it up a bit. Arsenal do similar things, and with United, it's we have a sort of set-ish 11, and then people are sort of rotated or whatever when someone's injured, which last season was loads of injuries. Hopefully now we can have a little bit more where it's for this game I'm going to try Mason Mount, for another game I might try, Eriksen or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he's had, in the Premier League for Chelsea, he had a 21-22, he had double digits goals and assists, which for me, that's the standard of like a creative midfielder in the Premier League.
Yeah.
That's like the Wayne Rooney sort of baseline.
Yeah.
10 goals, 10 assists in the league. Obviously, you want more than that in certain areas, whatever. But if you're a Premier League midfielder getting 10 goals, 10 assists, you are very good.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do that. And I think he's someone, I think he's only done that in one season. But that's a good level to be. If he could do that for United next season, what would he have been? Our second or highest goal scorer in the Premier League?
Yeah, we need people like Mason Mount to step up in it. Like, we've had it a few times now where you've had one or two players who've done all right in terms of goals, and then the rest it's like 3 or 4. So we need a few who can get towards double figures, if not get to double figures, because all the top teams have that, and we haven't.
No, it's hard. We need to get someone in there who's not just Bruno Fernandes who can do that. Let's go through the team again for people who just joined in. United's team, a nice combination of sort of youth and experience in there. We've got Vitek in goal. Do we know where? What's his name? Or the backup goalkeeper?
What's his name?
Altay Bendir. Do you know where he is?
Well, he's at the Euros, wasn't he? So was he not been given a breather?
Yes,
he played for
another
Turkey.
one.
Did he play?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh, he did.
He played.
Yeah. I saw some people giving him stick when he played Portugal because there was that mix-up for the first goal, and it wasn't his fault.
No.
Like, the defender sold him a duffer and he came out and then Portugal scored, and I saw people go, "Oh my God, I can't believe bought doing shit," and I was like, well, that's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault.
Let's
get into this then. So we've got
kind of is.
Vitek,
kind of.
Wan-Bissaka.
No, it's not. Fuck off.
If he makes a mistake, that's not his
No,
fault.
it's not.
It's not his fault.
It's not
It's
his fault, it's just made it
did the
easier
defender
to
play?
use it.
Does the defender play for Manchester United? No. So therefore, it's not Binder's fault. It's the defenders. Thank you.
Very true.
Also, wouldn't that have been his first competitive game in about 2 years?
There you go, we're all a little bit rusty.
He's not without his faults.
Do you know what I
That doesn't
mean?
make it his fault.
No.
Wan-Bissaka.
Talking about goalkeepers, that
Oh, go
new.
on. I was
goalkeeping
trying to
coach-
get through the squad. Can I do that quick?
The new goalkeeping coach just been announced by Man United.
What's his name?
Guess the team. if you're
Jelly
watching at home.
10 Ruella.
Love him.
What's he done before?
He was
Loads,
at
mate.
Burnley.
Was
Burnley, eh? James Trafford, smashing it, thanks to him.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Is this real? Have you seen the
Is this real?
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for
United's
this jelly.
team's graphic? The official one is very weird.
Right.
I
It's
don't
got
think
like
you're
a
ready
I
for
Heart
this
Man
jelly.
United sticker on it.
Oh.
It's got a little B on it, which come on. It's got like cartoon stars and it says Trondheim on it. What's going on there?
Is that the official one?
That's the official one.
Trondheim.
Yeah.
That's weird looking.
Is it like you know how people put stickers on their suitcase?
Yeah, or like their MacBook or whatever.
Is it like that?
I don't know, but it's not fully that
Will
way.
the like throughout the tour? Will like those stickers stay there? So then
And we
there's going to
get-
be a Edinburgh one.
like the sort of stamps in a.
Is it in Trondheim?
I don't know what Trondheim
Yeah, I think
is.
it
Is that where the game is being played?
Trondheim, yes.
Let's figure this out together, Joe.
It must be
it's
that.
in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? Not middle of nowhere, but it's a bit more remote.
I'm going to go through the team.
Go on.
Vitek, Wan-Bissaka,
really
Murray.
like-
I'm going to keep talking. Murray, Fish, Evans, just signed a new deal.
Yay.
Mount, Hannibal, Wheatley, Rashford, Williams, Casemiro. I'm going to go through the bench as well. Harrison, me, Al-Jafri, Amas, Bennett, Jackson, Agunay, Collier, Fletcher, Mather, Oyedel,
Marshall
Scanlon, Ennis, and Hugill as well. There you go.
Joe Hugill.
Some decent players in there, isn't there? Some players that you want to see more of this season. That under-18s team that was so successful last year,
Record breaking.
we want to be getting some
How
of
nice
those in.
is our shirt?
Do you really like it?
I really like it.
I think I prefer the ones with
You
a
know
bit
what
of
I think it is? Snapdragon looks like the Vodafone
Yeah.
Oh, happy memories.
style of a
Similar length, and the logo's similar.
Yeah.
Circle with a bit of a
yeah,
cut out.
like I said, similar to the Vodafone.
Yeah, I was just trying to give a detail on what was similar.
Yeah.
I was trying to expand on what you said, not just repeat it.
Just steal points. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go on. Sorry, Adam, take it away. Why are they similar?
Huh? It's a nice kit, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is a nice kit. It is a nice kit. In terms of seeing players, obviously, no Joshua Zirkzee. No some other big names, obviously, people at the Euros.
Are we
couple
going
of people, though.
with
Go on.
Liberty X or Justin Timberlake for his
Right.
song?
Antony's not here.
Yay.
Ahmad's not
Yay.
here.
Oh, no.
Onana's not
Ahmad
here.
Diallo.
Maguire's not here. Do we know
Yeah.
where they are? And why they're not playing today? Does anyone at home
There's
know?
a couple of them that I
Where are
don't
these
care
people?
where they are.
Victor Lindelof, another one. Did we say we know about him?
No, he was in training. I've seen him in
Yeah,
training.
so where's Lindelof?
Sancho was in training money.
Yeah.
No, but when Sancho got announced as returning, they said he's not going to be involved in the Rosenborg game. Right. Don't you read these official statements by the club, Jerry?
I don't get that
many
though.
of them.
I don't understand why not. Because
he came back a week because he didn't apologise for a week because he wanted an extra week holiday. Clever.
But
4D
how fit do you have
chess.
to be to play a pre-season friendly? Isn't that the whole point, that they're not fit?
No, but don't they have you have to go through a certain routine for the first week. You have to do 12 laps of Carrington and you have to do,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Isn't that what happens?
I guess it must
Ronaldo,
be.
he knows.
Ronaldo.
Steve's up to date on all those kind of things.
Pre-season wise, why do you think there's certain players who seem like they're fit but they're not here today?
Did you get...
What was you gonna say?
Did you get scared... What's that thing called? What's that show called?
Scared straight.
Did you get scared straight?
Nah, never.
You know that Scared Straight by Stephen Arson?
Never ever. I could never.
Stephen
On the
Arson's
weekend,
been-
or just
yeah.
on. No, I didn't do that.
He's been torturing
I'd never
the team,
do. I would never do that willingly.
So
my own
what is it
choice.
for people who aren't following
Steve just
Stephen Arson?
torturing his team.
He took team to some commando thing. I can't even explain what
Yeah.
it was, but I
Putting
definitely-
guns in their face and that.
It was an army commando.
Acting like he was in the
weekend, wasn't
trenches again. Chill out, yeah.
Yeah. Team bonding and that.
Team bonding. Well, one of the left backs getting waterboarded.
Nothing brings a team together like one of you having a mental breakdown.
All of them.
Yeah, and it's the manager.
As he stays his bayonet in
Steve's
chest.
done his back in Afghanistan. Fucking hell. Listen, if you've been affected by anything that's happened at Stretford Paddock Football Club, just remember that Stretford Paddock, the YouTube channel, has fuck all to do with that.
Can we clip that up, please,
So
and
don't
make
send-
that our pinned tweet?
So don't send just lawsuits or your writs or your cases to any of us three here.
We are
please.
not
Thank you.
legally viable, or what's the word?
Liable.
Liable, even. Thank you. Not viable. Not legally liable for anything that happens with Stretford Paddock Football
Anyone
Club.
that gets tortured, any information out of them that they probably didn't even do. I'd be admitting to crimes I didn't even do just so it'd stop. I'd be saying
I
all
think
sorts
that'd
of
make
shit.
it worse.
It probably would make
Joe,
it worse.
we need to put something to bed.
Go on. Put
On
you to
every
bed in a
video
minute.
we do together,
Yeah.
people comment in the comments, obviously,
Yeah.
that either you hate me or I hate you,
Right.
or there's some sort of
Don't ruin
rift.
it. Conflict sells,
I've got-
right?
There's some sort
Don't
of
ruin it.
rift.
I've got two
Don't
words for
ruin
you
it.
at home, guys. Sexual tension.
Yeah.
Okay?
Is it that 3?
The only thing that needs putting to bed is you.
Yeah.
Fine, mate. No, we're fine. We're all good. We just like having a little bit of beef, don't we?
Yeah, we can't wait for the tour.
It's like, do you know what though? It's a trait because people say it about you and Ronnie.
Yeah. It's
Like-
me, it's
No,
just-
but
I'm
he
just-
doesn't like Ronnie.
Yeah, that's different. That's the difference.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's
I don't know
mad.
what it is. It's because I tell you what it is. Because I'm trying to talk about football, and Adam, whatever we're doing, is just trying to talk about Liberty X and Westlife, which
Yeah,
I
because
like
it's
as well.
important.
I'll
thing.
be honest. Yeah, I sometimes encourage.
What
it as well,
song do you
so
want to go with for Joshua Xerxes?
Go on. What do you think?
What are the options?
We're bringing Xerxes back.
Justin Timberlake style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or-
No,
What's the
I'm
next
Team
line?
Brentness, so you can forget that one. Go on.
You
Or-
get some of the crowd doing the backing.
Some of the songs we use of some of the people.
That's a good
It's
point.
a
Yeah,
bit-
actually, yeah, it's very questionable. Let's not go there.
Okay.
And then the other one is Xerxes.
Everything about you so Xerxes.
Yeah.
What have I got?
He's
You
Yeah,
don't even
he's-
know what
yeah.
you got.
he's really
What am I hitting?
taking a shot. Yeah, that's bad. Because also,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm bringing Xerxes back would work if it was like a Pogba situation where
Yeah.
he was in the academy.
Yeah.
But Xerxes, everything about you says Xerxes is
It's
bad.
really good at it.
Yeah, it is really good. And he was probably born the same year that song was released. That's actually quite possible, isn't
He
it?
was born 2001.
What's that song called?
Why did you know that? Off the bat. Why did you know that?
Is it just a little?
Yeah.
That song came out
just
a year after it was
little
launched.
bit.
There you go. You see, perfect.
Just a
It all
little bit.
fits into place.
It does fit into place.
Just
How much do you care about
little bit.
pre-season in terms of the performances
Don't
of
do that.
players, what it means for them? Do you see, if you see Marcus Rashford out there today looking sharp,
Yeah.
bagging a couple of goals, does that give you confidence for his performance of the season, or is
Yeah.
it completely separate?
It does. You remember when we was away in Thailand and Marcus got a goal?
Yeah.
And we were saying he needed it because he'd had a stinker under Ralph Rangnick, and you just felt he needed just as a striker or an attacker getting a goal, no matter what level. I think it matters. I think it just helps to sort of get you going again. And I want Marcus to have a good season more than anything, man. I do. I hate the grief he gets. I hate it because he gets criticism's fine, right? I've sat here and criticised Marcus Rashford a lot over the last 12 months in particular. But he gets so much abuse and grief all the time. It just drains me. It really does. We know he can be a good player. We know he's got it in him. We've seen the goals he scored against top-tier opposition. I just want to see him do that consistently. And I want to see him do it this season because I think if he doesn't, I think he might end up leaving.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen.
No, it can't happen. Before we carry this on, there's a lot of people whipping out their Xerxes songs in the comments, by the way.
Yeah.
We've got Xerxes and I Know It.
I'm Xerxes, yeah.
I don't think we can
I don't like that tune.
No. I don't like that. Someone said, Jed's Dead Baby, he summed it up. Basically, any song that replaces sexy with Xerxes. I'm too Xerxes for my shirt. That's not a bad one.
No, but he's not too Xerxes.
We're not singing no anti-vaxxer oddballs.
Well, everything about you says Xerxes. I mean, we don't know the back status of the whole Liberty X crew.
Do you think I'm Xerxes?
Yeah. What, Rod Stewart?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want me right and you think I'm Xerxes, come
Yeah, get your Xerxes songs in the comments and we'll get Jay to read out some the best ones in his sort of languid, uninterested style that he's going for there.
I'll take it. I will take it directly.
Wait, what?
Directly.
I will take it directly on this live stream.
Yeah, you had too many full stops in that sentence.
Yeah.
No, I will sing it. The opening game of the season in the Stretford, and Mac will be there as well. He can join in.
Jay's gonna have a flip book
we'll
with
both
about
be
30 different
and I'll say, right, lads, everyone, here's the next one.
Here's the next one. What do you make of that?
Yeah.
Do we like it?
Stop throwing things at me and listen.
Listen up, please.
Yeah.
Face this. Don't face them. Face me.
Face me. I'm talking.
Turn around. I am the conductor of this orchestra.
Yes.
And you will listen to me. But you're not too worried about if we lose games. You're not, just to set up this pre-season as a whole.
One thing we know about pre-season,
away,
right? Pre-season is completely meaningless.
Yeah.
Right? I was certain, as I know you were, under Louis van Gaal, don't lie and say you weren't, after those performances, that we were going to storm to title number 21. Yeah. And we lost 8 of the first 12 games under him. It was the perfect pre-season.
We lost first game to Swansea, innit?
Yeah, remember Old Trafford. And it was like, I'm not sorry, I think it's about lost 6 of the first 12, whatever. But you can't tell too much from pre-season. We all saw it in the pre-season. We've seen it. You've seen like Charlie Savage did on it, Balon smashed it, and you think they're going to get a chance. They didn't. You've seen other players where they've done really well in pre-season, then they go out on loan, and that's the last thing you hear of them. Other players who underperform in pre-season, they end up doing really well. So you can't look too much into it. But I think for certain players,
Johnny Evans last season, didn't look great
against Wrexham. Yeah, who's the kid who got injured? Is it Paul Mullin?
Yeah.
He was turning him inside out. You think, Jesus wept. This is what League Two. And yet Johnny Evans, when he makes his Premier League re-debut, whatever you want to call it, against Burnley.
The Nathan Bishop scene to that.
Yeah. No, I remember. And then the Wrexham fans in the stadium were booing their own keeper because they realised swap sides in the second half.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. That's really good. They kept booing our keeper because for people who don't remember last season,
we're going there against Snapdragon.
Yep.
And cracked Nathan.
He broke his ribs, didn't
Nathan Bishop.
Bishop. Paul Mullins' ribs.
Broke Paul Mullins' ribs. So after that, he was getting booed every time he touched the ball.
Then he went off.
Half time.
He went off anyway.
The team swapped ends, but I don't think some of the fans who maybe new to football knew that. So whichever keepers in that end were booing him.
They were booing.
And they were booing the Wrexham keeper.
Yeah. Nathan Bishop wasn't even on the pitch anymore anyway.
He'd been subbed off.
And they were booing their own keeper.
I love that. That's what sport is all about.
Right,
that was a great stadium, that was, wasn't it?
It was class.
I can't wait to go back. This time when we go back, we need to get to that rooftop bar there.
Yeah. That little overhang canopy.
Me and you need to get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's a 35,000 seater, but it don't feel big, but for a smaller stadium,
I love
really
those
nice.
stadiums as well, where you don't have to be in your seat. You can just mill about, stand and watch and hold,
It was the most American thing I've ever seen as well, pre-match.
American state. Oh, by the way,
the stars and stripes and the big flag and the woman in a navy outfit singing the Star Spangled Banner.
And they had the flag across the whole pitch.
Yeah. And then the jets and everything. He's like, Jesus.
Oh, I can't wait for the national anthem.
I feel proper American when I go there.
It's so American.
I get caught up in it.
I remember you saying to me, like, I'm not sure I like America, but that was fucking sick.
We could see our hero again.
Who, Donald Trump?
That's when we met that hero, innit? That guy.
What?
Remember? After the game. The firefighter who saved all them kids from that burning building.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Almost cartoonishly heroic.
Yeah, it was when he was sick. He was great.
We met a fan.
A guy who watches the channel. He was chatting to us and he was like a local hero. He'd saved a lot of kids.
He told you that?
But I checked it on the internet. It was true.
I feel like someone tells you that.
No. It was his
Was
missus
his
who told
picture
me.
on the?
And it was like he was a hero because he told me there was a reason to his story. He'd been taken to a game as a sort of gift, as a like well done for being a hero.
Nice one.
Yeah.
For saving everyone's life.
Yeah, one of them.
Could have got him ticket to a proper game.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Saved how many lives?
I can't remember. I think it increases every time I tell the story.
How many do you have to have saved for him to get a game at Old Trafford?
Oh, exactly.
Surely
one.
more than enough.
One qualifies for you for that.
Does it count as saving your own life?
I don't. It depends who you're saving, doesn't it? Jesus,
What
Webs,
the
what
fuck
are you
is
doing?
wrong with you?
What's happened?
Are you
I don't know
okay?
what it was. Yeah, everything's fine. My phone just fell off and hit the thing. Ronaldo Brown.
Hello. You all right? We're keeping
He's
you.
asleep.
give me your thoughts on Mason Mount this season, this pre-season as well.
Do you know what? Mount's got a lot to prove, obviously. It's not exactly his fault that he was injured for the majority of last season, but as Adam was saying, you're thinking about where does he actually fit in? And right now, to me, he feels like a £60 million backup to Bruno.
Yeah.
And that's probably what he is. And I think one of the worst people that you could be back up to is someone as consistent and as durable as Bruno Fernandes, because he plays pretty much every game, plays 90 minutes, never gets injured. So it's just about him taking opportunities when he does get them. And obviously we'll get opportunities because United have the Europa League next season. So they've got Thursdays, Sundays. We're going to have to rotate the team quite a lot more. But it's just about when Mount gets the opportunity, he has to take them because right now, he's not played a lot. You said the minutes total was equivalent to around 8 games.
Yeah.
But in those 8 games, he didn't really show too much. And obviously, number 7 shirt, the money we paid. He's obviously got talents and ability. He was Chelsea's Player of the Year when he had double-digit assists and goals. But that's almost 2 years ago now, at least. Is it 2-3 years ago now?
2 years.
Yeah. So it's just about whether he can actually get back to those heights because you know what football is like. It's a lot to do with momentum and confidence as well. He's just got to get that back.
Yeah, it's good. It's a tough one for him, isn't it? Like he's got a big season ahead of him. Speaking of big seasons, he's not playing today. Obviously, we've said before he's a week behind everyone else. Jadon Sancho, he's rekindled his
Usually what
friendship.
time he arrives to meetings as well.
Yeah, a week late. He's rekindled his relationship with Ten Hag to some degree anyway, but everyone's saying he's still for sale if a bid comes in. How much of him supposedly apologising to Ten Hag comes from a genuine change of heart or comes from the fact that the main team that was in for him that he would like to have joined in Borussia Dortmund are no longer interested in signing him? What do you think has led to him going to Ten Hag and saying, actually, you know what, 8 months later, I'm sorry?
I think maybe there's been a little bit of both. Maybe there's been a little bit of like Jadon Sancho realising, look, I am stuck at United, whether I like it or not. I'm not going back to Dortmund. They've not come in with a proper offer for me. And maybe there's an element of Erik ten Hag sort of knowing, or maybe I don't know if that's Ineos or maybe Jason Wilcox or someone said, is there a way we can resolve this? And there might have been because he's an asset, isn't he, to United, Jadon Sancho. Whether you want him in the first team or you want to sell him, he's worth a lot of money to Manchester United. So you want this sorting out. If you're like the hierarchy, you want it sorting out one way or the other. So Erik ten Hag someone might have had a word with him and said, look, is there any chance that you can sort of work this out?
Yeah.
He says, okay, if Jadon Sancho's willing to apologise or willing to sort of chat, we can have a chat and get him back in the squad. It suits everyone if he's training with the first team again, because I do think Jadon Sancho, in terms of his longer, so what he's in short-term future United, he's done. But I think the only way we're going to get someone coming in for him is if he's fit. And if he's not training with the first team, there's no chance of that happening really, or very slim chance. So I think get him in the squad, get him training, maybe he does feature in some point.
Do you think the manager
and then we can
takes
move
him
him
back in without there being some sort of resolution? Can't just be his fitness.
No, I reckon they've had a conversation.
Fitness, you send him with the academy.
Apologised, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so surely there has to be some sort of, agreement or like some apology. There has to be that.
If you're Erik ten Hag though, I think you still look at Jadon Sancho and just think, I don't want you in my team. Yeah. Regardless of how he's apologised. I just think you're looking at him and think, look, you had your first season under me where you went away for 3 months and then you threw that back in my face. Second season, I watched that post-match press conference at Arsenal, something we all did. I don't care what anyone says, I don't think he said anything wrong.
Mate, when it happened at the time, I didn't even...
It was so minor, and the sort of reaction from it was so OTT.
Yeah.
And then Erik ten Hag, I don't care what anyone said, he only just survived, he only just kept his job. And there's all these rumours that, Jadon Sancho was happy to come back if Erik ten Hag's not there and all the rest of it. Erik ten Hag now, he's obviously got his extension, he is back. I think he probably just wants Jadon Sancho to move on. I think he don't want him in the team. I'd be surprised if he was looking at Jadon Sancho and going, you're my guy. because he's not really done anything for him, has he?
You think he squashed it just because they had to?
Yeah, I do. Honestly, bro, that's exactly what I think. I don't think Jadon Sancho really wants to play for Erik ten Hag. I don't think Erik ten Hag really wants
I agree with you.
Jadon Sancho to play for him. I just think it's convenient if they can just be
Could it not
civil.
be based on signings though as well? Like maybe he's looked at who we can bring in, what we can do in the transfer market. Amad Diallo's staying, and it's either like you try and work things out with Sancho, or you got Antony.
Yeah, I think that's definitely part of it.
Do you think he has as bad an opinion now of Antony as the rest of us do?
Yeah, I think so.
I think the FA Cup final was telling.
I also think Antony's just a dickhead, man. And that sounds really harsh here, and I'm not just saying it because he's a bad player, innit? Like, you can be a bad player and still be a good lad. I don't rate McTominay, but I don't think he really kicks up a fuss, or Maguire or whatever. But he just seems like a dickhead. When he gets told to play left back and stuff, and he's there whinging and all that. It's
I'm with you. That thing with Gabriel Jesus, for me, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I didn't rate him anyway.
Seemed like a good lad.
I just thought, you know what?
I think
even if you was mint, there's a thing there, right? Watching there, Dennis Serwin and Brian Robson on the screen. They played in different positions. They never moaned, and they were mint for Manchester United. I've seen players like Wayne Rooney drop back into defence to help out when he's been told to, and he's one of the best players we've ever had. You've got this guy who cost a shitload of money, who's barely ever strung 2 good performances together, and he's moaning and then whispering to his Brazilian teammate, who plays for the other team, about the fact the manager's asked him to play at left back. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was done with him then. I just think he's bad vibes. He is.
That's what a big money move to United can do to some people, or it can do a lot to an ego.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes people do that, and he's probably come to United, big money, and he just got a little bit gassed, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And thinking he's above doing that. But I think people like him's part of what I've wanted United to move away from, is when we're looking for people in the transfer market and we're going after players and profiles. I think United need to start looking into like the personalities of these players as well, if they can. Or they can get a gauge for it when they speak to him, because I think it's about time that United have 11 good characters. Yeah. And more Martinez's and less Antony's.
Yeah. That's a really good point. Because it's not just his performance, his ability, but his personality is just, it's not great.
I think it's dog shit.
Just constantly like kicking off for no reason on that in games as well. It's just a bit...
He does seem... and listen, everyone can have a row with teammates, I get it, but like, remember at Palace when he had that row with Bruno? And it went on for ages, and he's like swearing at him and shouting at him, and in the end Bruno's like, all right, just calm. Do you know what I mean? It went on for a bit.
You don't get a throw in, and then he's like,
yeah, and it's like little things like that, and you think, hang on a minute, it's always you who seems to be at the centre of this drama. You're not putting in the performances that could even warrant maybe putting up with that, because you think, okay, at least he's putting in an 8 out of 10 every game, whatever. And yeah, you actually, in terms of his contribution to the team, other than that goal against Newport and the goal against the Scousers, what did he do? Was it one other goal against Burnley, was it? Sorry. Yeah. Like, that was it for the entire season.
Well, he's been here 3 years now, hasn't he?
Well, this is going into his 3rd year, yeah.
Is it? Is he only?
Yeah, he's only been here since Erik ten Hag's been here.
Who?
Antony.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking Sancho.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm getting confused there, yeah. I'm just because people in the comments talking about Sancho. Glenn F says, Sancho should never be in the first team again. He's a disgrace. Well said, Ronnie. But the fact that they're almost sort of interchangeable in terms of the number of good appearances they've had.
Yeah.
I do think Sancho is probably, I do think he's a better player. He's a more talented player than Antony, definitely. But in terms of getting that talent into matches for Man United, we've not seen that either. I'm a lot more worried, I think, than most people about United's right-wing situation. Because I think if Garnacho gets injured, let's say he gets, I don't know, not even a serious injury.
6 weeks out.
Sprained ankle, 6 weeks out, right?
Yeah.
It's literally, Amad is the only one I have faith in to really do anything.
It's a shame, innit? Because like...
And even then, he couldn't be more unproven. I think Amad, the clamour for him to play has almost inflated his reputation a little bit.
Mason Mount there if you needed to.
Yeah, maybe you could. Maybe.
I know it's not ideal, but he can play there.
But I just feel like the drop-off is so big.
Yeah, I just feel like Sancho and Antony, for me, it's just a case of trying to get them a move.
Yeah.
And I think Erik ten Hag is in a position now where he can do what Pep did with Claudio Bravo and go, I got this one wrong, and it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think the board will be like, yeah, we know what you did.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be like, well, tough, you know what I mean? Or, what do you mean you got it wrong? You sacked. I think he's already kind of admitted that when he didn't give him any minutes in the FA Cup final. So I just think you need to move them both on.
Yeah, me too. But I don't see both happening this summer. I think it'll be one or the other or neither. But certainly,
if Sancho's apology is genuine, and him and the manager have patched things up, and there's not like some unknown reason for it there.
Yeah,
I'd rather see him given a chance.
Yeah,
it's just annoying. Like Ronnie was saying, about personality. It's funny how like when all these things have gone wrong, how all these stories come out about the issues earlier on in the career. Oh, Sancho was always late and he was terrible and he had the wrong attitude and he was this and he had to pair him up with Erling Haaland because his professionalism rubbed off on him and and Antony had all these problems over in Brazil and Why didn't we know this at the time we were spending 80 million quid on him or whatever?
Yeah.
Why are we finding this out when it's all gone wrong?
I do think what part of the reason why that is in the case of Sancho, not the Antony stuff, but in case of Sancho, there's probably a lot more players who were a bit lazy and a bit, sleep through their alarm and play Xbox till 2 a.m. than we know about. I think that it comes out because there's a bit of a PR battle of who's going to take the upper hand. Is it Sancho? Is it Man United? Back and forth. I think probably loads of them stay up till 3 a.m. playing Xbox or go out on more nights than you think they do. Like, I think that's the truth of it. You see there, Ruud van Nistelrooy giving some tips to Marcus Rashford. And Marcus Rashford, who, do you know sometimes when you see him play and you go, oh shit, he's on it. How good would it be to see that Rashford again, that like electric Marcus Rashford? Ruud van Nistelrooy, by the way, is maybe like one of the best in terms of like playing career.
I think we're going to win the fucking league.
It makes me emotional, bro.
I think I might
just watch it, honestly. Watching Ruud van Nistelrooy giving sits to Marcus Rashford nodding, listening to him, makes me emotional. I fucking love Ruud van Nistelrooy.
He's going to listen, no. That's
fuck off. Don't ruin it, man, Ronnie.
You're not about.
I thought he was about to put some downside. Like, he has to listen to him. He's the coach. Come on, me and Jay are dreaming here. 21 is coming.
I was going to say that. I was going to say if there's somebody he's going to listen to is Ruud.
Yeah, he's agreed. Yeah.
You see the way he was nodding like he's invested.
And the good thing about Ruud van Nistelrooy, he's not just coming in as an ex-legend or a legend. He's coming in he's got a pedigree as a coach. He's done it at PSV, so he's coming in with a coach. And also, he don't take any shit, Ruud van Nistelrooy. No, he's not your best mate. He's not just going to be
one of the things that
come on, son.
These Dutch lads love a row.
Yeah, he's got an edge to him. You ain't listening to him.
Loads of them, no.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly. He could kick off. Could kick off, innit?
If Ruud van Nistelrooy started every game for United next season, how many goals?
More than Wout Weghorst.
I honestly think he'd get 5 goals.
More than Wout Weghorst.
Yeah, I think he would score a Premier League goal. I actually do.
Well, if you let him take penalties, he'll score some.
Wout Weghorst might be the worst striker I've ever seen.
Nah, he's not.
He's
not. He's not.
That's ridiculous.
He's not.
Bro, the geezer cried because he scored a goal.
Yeah, fucking Ronaldo cried.
He played 30 odd games. He's not the worst striker we've ever had. I could name you a lot worse strikers.
Go on, name him.
Right, Terry Gibson, Peter Davenport.
Yeah, all right, fucking old man.
Sorry,
name
forgive me for football didn't start in 1992.
You're the one who brought the word ever into this debate, Adam.
Look at that. Bringing people that I don't even know what they look like.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Danny Welbeck.
Whoa.
Miles in a super chat. No, I like Danny Welbeck. Says Joe needs a train conductor's outfit for all that he does to keep things on the rails. Nice, good. Love that. James Stewart says, did Sancho apologise?
You can get this in a fucking bin for starters.
What is this?
What is this Liverpool Football Club?
What's going on? People aren't watching.
Right, I'm not into this whole let's get a guitar out and have a sing-song at the football. No, let's not. Sorry, carry on.
It's all right.
Forced atmosphere.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Is that what it's called?
I know. It just when I saw Liverpool fans doing that with that kid who does the lay, all that, I just thought it was absolute cringe. And now we've started doing that kind of thing. Yeah. Why?
Bantertainment. That's a word I've invented. Nick Collins. Didn't Sancho fall out with Mitchell too? Mitchell as in...
Grant.
Which Mitchell? Mitchell van der Gaag?
Yeah, I presume so. I can't think of any other Mitchell related to Manchester United.
I've never heard anyone first name van der Gaag before.
Yeah, Mitchell. Yeah. Mitch, the Mitch stuff.
Mitchell. Get us a Diet Coke.
Mitchy boy.
Or more than Ten Hag, he said. Could Sancho apologising to Ten Hag with Mitchell gone see him stay at the club now? Maybe it was Mitchell where we had the issues.
People just love speculating, innit? Like, it's so easy. It's so easy to do. Like, you know what? I'll tell you the issue was Benny McCarthy.
Mitchell.
I've got no proof or evidence for any of that, but why not? Let's just throw that one in.
Well, he was the problem. Rashford scored 30 goals and Benny McCarthy.
Yeah, Benny McCarthy was the answer.
It was
because of him. And then the next season when Marcus Rashford stops going, is it still Benny McCarthy's
fault?
He
was well liked though, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's a popular guy.
Popular guy.
It seemed like it, didn't it? From what we heard. Someone said, yeah, it's Benny's fault. Yeah, exactly. Glenn F says, what the fuck, Adam? Sancho was kissing the Dortmund badge when he returned there on loan and said it was good to be home. He's not a United player and never will be. Does that enter your mind when you said before about like inviting him back, maybe playing over Antony? He did do the full "Please sign me Dortmund" reunion tour, didn't he?
I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about that.
No, I don't. I'm not really bothered about that. To me, so. I'm bothered about the things that Sancho's done. What he did when he was at Dortmund in terms of saying he's home and all that, I couldn't care less. I thought it was just a bit like.
It's all just
bullshit.
PR.
What annoyed me a little bit about whole Sancho going back to Dortmund thing was how people tried to act like his second time at Dortmund was like his first time, like he absolutely smashed it and all that. I know they got to the Champions League final, he did very well in the first leg of the semi-final, but it was a bit patchy.
Yeah, it was.
And there's a reason that they weren't like, we must have him back.
No. And they don't like spending money anyway. And if they're not willing to spend, like, let's have a look at his actual stats. I know stats aren't everything.
Where does Dortmund's money go? Where does it go?
It just goes in the bank. I genuinely think it just goes in the bank. I think they've got like savings on savings. I don't think they spend it. Jadon Sancho last season got 2 goals, 3 assists in 14 appearances.
But weren't like 2 of those assists in his first 2 games?
Yeah. So
it's like...
Yeah.
Also, the weight of assists are carrying a lot of, doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
Like Chucky gives it to David Beckham when he hits it from 75 yards. It's an assist.
It's like,
it is an assist. Yeah, I just think that obviously it didn't really go completely to plan with Sancho at Dortmund. It didn't. No. If he was getting the numbers he normally got, which is like just under a goal or assist a game.
Yeah, that was his last season. It was that, wasn't it?
15 goals and assists in 17. Then they probably would pay 45 million for him. But it didn't really go the way non-United fans wanted to tell us, and sort of that it did.
Because everyone jumped on it, didn't they, after that semi-final?
Yeah, exactly. That was
it. It was like, oh, he's Ten Hag and all the rest of it. And you think, well, I bet if Ten Hag had to do it all over again, he'd do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you go, oh my God, we made a big mistake letting him go. No, we didn't.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? And I think if he comes back and plays well, you could see it all being forgotten. But for me, the thing, even more so than falling out with Ten Hag, the thing that worries me is the season under Solskjaer, it wasn't particularly good. The first season under Ten Hag, it wasn't particularly good. This is 3 years of him not being particularly good with that. It's not like new. It's not like he's just fallen out and he was brilliant before, like Roy Keane or Van Nistelrooy or something. This is a player that's never been particularly good for United and has fallen out with the manager as well.
It can cause like a bit of drama in the dressing room as well, and he's obviously not sort of happy.
Yeah.
And didn't this situation arise because of Antony, in a way?
That's the rumours in it. That I think he felt that Antony was like
a lot of us did, to be honest. At the time.
Yeah.
But do you know what? Play your way back into the team. Antony got dropped like not long after that, and didn't get back in the team. People at one point, like Garnacho, kept his place in the team. Diallo was getting picked ahead of him at one point. Yeah. Even Palestri got a chance. Like Jadon Sancho could have said, right, I'm going to show you. Played, done well, and kept his place in the team. It's not like the manager was against dropping Antony. He did drop him, but Jadon Sancho didn't. Instead, he went on Twitter and then just spat his dummy out, and I'm sorry, I'm not into that.
And he twittered him for that.
Nothing offensive.
It's a bit offensive.
Well, it was offensive. Very offensive. Highly offensive.
Incredibly offensive.
Crossed the line, in my opinion.
Willy Camboala.
Love him.
Completed his move to Villarreal today, this morning. 10 million euros, which is...
I see him, right? This just annoys me. People just... How bad is that? Right, people just like, I can't believe we've only got that for him. He had a year left on his deal, right? It's all profit because he came through the academy. We've got a buyback. It's just one of those that just kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
There's no need for me to get dramatic about it.
They're going to be wheeling him out in America.
Not when we're there, they're not. Or we're getting chucked out of the stadium for pelting him with whatever.
There's a young acoustic boy playing his guitar.
Young acoustic boy? Isn't that the name of your band? High school.
It was actually. He's got an acoustic guitar and he's playing it.
I'm not like, if he's been offered this opportunity, he's probably, I'll take it. They shouldn't have given it him though. It's just cringe.
He might just be a local singer lad who's enjoying himself.
Local singer lad enjoying himself.
He's seen all that Liverpool shite and thought,
that's what I mean. Oh, let's do that. Let's not do that.
It is a bit.
I bet he's singing like, always take the weather with you and stuff like that.
I think it'll be Country Roads Take Me Home.
And but all that kind of everywhere you go.
Do you remember? I remember once. Was it? Do you remember?
You sing
remember
it,
when we had that
at
Old Trafford? Was Take Me Home United Road, and someone came out and sang it. Was it before the Do you remember?
I must have been fucking.
It was the FA. You remember the FA Cup game? We beat them 4-0.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure we had the sing song before.
Rafa and Fabio in midfield.
No, where
that was 2-0.
Nani was
struggling. Yeah. I can't remember that.
I'm sure we had a guy who came out, and I remember all the Arsenal fans. I finished singing, "What the fucking hell was that?"
Yeah.
And I kind of agreed with him. I was like, "Why are we doing that?"
Yeah, what the
proper
fucking hell
cringe.
is that?
It is a bit cringe, isn't it?
Can we get a poll?
But if you turn the volume up, you could hear him say, "Zirksy,
Yeah.
everything about you," singing your little living.
What have I got?
Yeah, what am I hitting? Wow, my tips.
Yeah. Just your thoughts on Big Willie as well, Adam.
It was quite...
Will you miss Big Willie?
I will miss Big Willie.
You talk about Big Willie a lot. I think you were a big advocate for it last season, weren't you?
You tried to keep it going. Did you give up halfway?
I just
didn't
got
you?
it.
You give up halfway.
Stop being innuendo. It just
Yeah.
became like filth. Yeah. No, 10 million euros for a player in last year of his contract. I think he'd turned.
Look, I don't think we get a defender
well.
as good as that from the Championship to be back up. So I think it's a bit of a weird deal. Obviously, 5 million now and 5 million later or something like that. That probably means they can spend 25 million extra in this transfer window because of the way amortisation and all that bollocks works.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's been done. I didn't feel last season was probably a little bit too early for him, and it was based on like us having loads of injuries and stuff. But then also, like, he did okay. Maybe you could keep him around the team, but then you're going to bring in a couple of centre backs as well. I don't know. It just feels like it could turn out to be a daft decision.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not.
It's weird that
He's not so good that you go, fucking hell.
Yeah, there was at times when he looked quite raw,
Was
wasn't
it
there?
Bournemouth? He had a
He got
bit of a
caught out
stinker.
little
I
bit.
mean, he wasn't
Chelsea
out.
as well, I think,
Yeah.
got caught out a few times.
I mean, I don't mind this as well if we're bringing in someone. We can't lose Varane, let Camboala go, and not sign replacements. We need more options than we had last season, not fewer.
Yeah, exactly. Abhinav Verma with a super chat. Sancho apologised because Dortmund two-timed him. He came back with his tail between his legs. I do feel as though the timing of his apology was the most it benefits me time to apologise. Do you know what I mean?
Nobody wants me kind of vibe.
Well, not necessarily. Maybe that, yeah. But also, like, you could have apologised last season and played for United, and now it's like, I want to go back home at Dortmund, and then it looks like they don't want him, and then now he apologises. The timing is coincidental at best, and if not, self-preservation before anything else.
Yeah, it's sad and silly, man. I think one day he'll look back at all this and just regret it, but probably not at the minute. He's probably still in his anger.
Do you think he does get sold then?
Well, they're just completely dismantling his.
Yeah.
I think right. The difference with Jadon Sancho and Antony is I think you can sell Jadon Sancho.
Yeah.
I think you'll struggle to get pennies for Antony. Genuinely.
Yeah.
I think he's had a stinking season. I think there's issues off the pitch with him. There's issues with his attitude. He's got all this drama going on, for want of a better word, in Brazil. I don't think anyone wants Antony.
No.
He's on massive amount of money as well. He's on 200k a week, so you got to come up with something like that. I don't think any club would want Antony. I think clubs would still want Jadon Sancho if United are willing to take a bit of a hit. I think United could more or less give Antony away and someone would still say no.
No one who can afford his wages would want the rest of him.
No, I think Antony is.
I genuinely think
that's why
a problem.
I think to Saudi Arabia or something.
I don't. No,
he's only 24.
I just think he's just had a stinking 18 months and everything that goes with it.
Yeah.
At least Jadon Sancho's got
no
himself
redeeming
into a
factors,
Champions
is
League
there?
final.
Not really.
Not even that video of him singing.
It's not.
What?
He
You don't
doesn't
think
seem like a nice person.
you don't think this is a
He
redeeming
doesn't
factor?
seem like a great teammate.
Whatever he's doing is coming off
He
the
does
bench.
this.
Well, you don't.
Roman
Right, you're
doing
telling me
that.
this and this in a redeeming factor. That to me, get him on the pitch, man. No one else is doing that. He's got physical.
Do you know what I hate
fears.
as well? You know, like you get
He's a
them
weird
players
guy.
where
But if it turned out he was a serial killer,
Okay.
I
Wow.
wouldn't be surprised.
We've literally got a player called Hannibal on the pitch, and you're calling someone else in our squad a serial killer.
I think was it against Liverpool in the league
Yeah.
where he went through, and I couldn't have been less excited. Honestly, I was stood down. I just sort of went, and he missed, and I just went. Like there was no part of me that went, go on, none of that.
Serious hate that.
He was good against Chelsea. He was very good against
I
Chelsea.
didn't. No part at one split second did I feel like he's going to score it, and he didn't.
Yeah.
Because I just don't think he's
He has
got
scored
it.
against Liverpool, though.
I know he has, but he scores like once every 6 months, and he'd got his goal like 6 months. So I just couldn't see it happening again. I'm sorry. I know it sounds like I'm hating on
He
him.
sold us a dream those first 3
I'm
games.
just sorry. He did it in 3 games. you know what I mean? But then he went 6 months without a goal and an
Even
assist.
then he was shit.
Like,
Anyway.
sorry, I feel like I'm hating on him.
Yeah,
I don't
we
want
are.
to-
It's not. You
Let's
know what?
move
If
on.
he was just a
Don't
bad
worry.
player, I wouldn't be this harsh on him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a very nice person.
Yeah. Akash Solomon says Plettenberg tweeted that United approaching Bayer Leverkusen for Jonathan Tah. Tactic to force Bayern to sell Delict. Love negotiation tactics from Ineos.
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jonathan Tah has been a target for Bayern Munich for a little while, hasn't he?
Yeah.
We've not been in for him. That could potentially force them to go, yeah, get off him and we'll give you him.
Yeah.
As I often say.
Yeah. The Swizzler with a super chat. Great name.
Turkey Swizzlers.
Swizzlers. Sorry to be that guy, lads, but any news on the tour? LA meets and events in particular. Missed you guys in New Jersey, but ain't missing the Paddock this year. Low-key getting a sneaky good feeling about the season.
We are going to be over there.
Yes.
And it's 10 days away. So we are going to put some plans together and announce them very shortly about what we're doing. We're going to be about, so there'll be opportunities
We're definitely
to meet up.
about...
We'll be at tailgates and stuff.
Yeah,
like
like there's always opportunities to meet up and stuff, like whether it's going to be like a formal event, but we will be out and about, and we'll, when we know what we're doing, what our itinerary is, we'll give you a shout. We're hoping that we're going to have some sort of, get together.
We're definitely going to be at the tailgate in South Carolina, aren't we?
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
definitely be there.
Carolina.
But in LA, we'll do stuff, and like meet and greet always sounds a bit grandiose to me. We're going to be about, and we'll have a beer with you,
I'll greet you.
OJ with you.
Joe will meet you.
Yeah,
Nice.
spell MEAT.
He'll beat you.
Yeah. And Steve, he'll treat you.
He'll eat you.
He'll eat you. He'll treat you and he'll eat you. We haven't spoken about, as the game's about to kick off, we've not, we were just finding now that we need to sort, we're just finding out now that we need
I
to...
think I've got a log in.
sort
we
out
rectify
our
it?
TV
Rectify that.
You
Please.
fucking
Let's
dickheads.
talk about someone else who's very important at United, arguably the most important man,
Oh my God! I've just realised the time. Go on.
Eric Ten Hag.
Yes,
We
he's
haven't
the most
spoken about
important- most important man.
The last game we played for United, we thought could be... Well, the last game United played, we thought could be his last.
Yeah.
Now, he's going to get at least till probably Christmas, isn't he?
How much? Yeah, this is a good question. This because how much sort of good grace does he get off the back of the FA Cup final? I think like at the minute there's a lot of positivity. People like him. A lot of people backed him.
Yeah.
And are chuffed that he's staying. There's an air of sort of confidence going into new season. Ineos making signings, all good stuff. But how long does that last?
I know.
That's the thing. We've seen this before, and I feel like Erik Ten Hag, it won't take long for people to turn on him if we get off to a bad start of the season because of the nature of last season, especially in the Premier League where we were woeful for far too many games. And I'm a big Erik Ten Hag fan, but we have to be honest.
Yeah.
Finishing 8th was a disgrace.
What do you think? First 5 games, I don't think it's about points. I think we need to start to see a team that has less gaps in it, that is tighter, that controls games a bit better, makes chances more freely.
Yeah.
That's more important to me almost than the results.
You've got to see, like you say, something where you can. There's a plan there. It's relatively entertaining, and it's effective. I think last season, we weren't ticking any boxes.
Yeah.
We weren't playing entertaining football. It didn't look like there was a proper plan, and we weren't getting the results.
No.
And if you're not doing any of those things, then you're going to lose the fans very quickly. So I think he needs to get off to a good start, because as well, another thing that it's been mentioned this quite a lot. I don't know how true it is, but it has been mentioned quite a lot. Is the fact that Ruud van Nistelrooy could potentially succeed him if things went wrong?
Yeah.
It's like you've got a ready-made replacement there, where if say he lost 8 of his first 10 games, I know it's a bit dramatic, but if something like that happened, the club could quite easily go, well, Ruud, take over, Erik, you sacked.
Yeah.
And I don't think the fans would turn on the club or, fall out with, or kick off too much if that happened. If he got off to a stinker and then you replace him with a club legend, people would probably stomach it.
Yeah, which is mad really, isn't it? Because we never would have been linked with Ruud van Nistelrooy otherwise,
No.
I don't think, or it didn't feel like
Other
we were
than
going
what?
to be.
If he wasn't a legend.
And yet, now his assistant, if Ten Hag was to get sacked, Van Nistelrooy could very, very likely get the interim job until the end of the season.
Yeah.
Dwight Schrute.
Dwight Schrute style, yeah. Assistant to the regional manager.
So
I just hope that Ten Hag has a good start to the season. I think those things that we said before, looking tactically astute, looking as though he knows what he's doing on the pitch, that's going to be a massive thing, isn't it?
I think he's a good manager tonight. I think he can win a title. I do. I think if he's backed in the right way, he'll get there. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be this season necessarily. Might be, but he will. So I'm glad we stuck with him.
Yeah, me too.
And, I just hope that we bring in a few more signings because we can't ignore as well. Like we had all these injury issues last season. We were so weak and threadbare in defence, and as it stands, we're worse off in defence now than we were last season. So we need to sort that out. I know we've got a little while to go yet, so it's not panic stations, but we do need to address it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get to the game in just a second. Of course, Ronaldo on Ten Hag. I know you were sort of back and forth a little bit, or questioning him a little bit more maybe than some of us on the channel. Now he's been given that extra year. I know it's an extension on this current deal. Do you feel like he's going to prove himself? Do you feel confident, or do you feel as though we're basically back to where we were before, but now he's just got more time?
I think everything's been put in place now, though. Quite often we can give a few of the recent managers excuses about obviously the Glazer ownership and the back room being poor compared to other clubs. Yeah. But now Ineos have come in and changed their setup, and the regime's different, and they've put all the parts in place for him to succeed. And we've obviously got to see how the transfer window goes. Yeah. That he's going to have to get results and performances. Can he do that? Remains to be seen. But I feel like there is a little bit of optimism in me that he can. Obviously, he's got Ruud with him now on the staff. He's got another year in the Premier League, so he's more experienced with what's required with his players, etc. I'm just trying to stay positive and think that we can see some sort of progression. Obviously, you've got clubs like Arsenal and City that are probably the top two still, but I don't think we're as far away as we think. So just any kind of improvement that gets towards that level, or just improvement on last season, will be good enough for me. But I do want to see something to believe in.
Yeah, me too. We've got the game on, 5.5 minutes in, still 0-0 as it stands. I think there's an X in the top right there. If you click that might sort it out. Maybe try again. I don't know. It's, the Man United website, if we're honest, is not really up to this, is it? Because the player doesn't have a player on it. The bottom half is completely greyed out, and you can't make it full screen. That's a good system, isn't it? And this is the only way you can watch the matches on their site.
Yeah, it's poor.
It is poor. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
How
Makes
bizarre.
There we
There's
go.
multiple different ways to watch the game.
Now we're
depending on how
cooking
you're
with
doing
gas.
it. But yeah, 6 minutes in.
6 minutes in, we started watching it.
I love it. Mason Mount. Why is there no names on the back of the shirts, do you think?
I don't know.
Mason.
They've numbered them like academy players,
Everything
1 to 11.
about you
Yeah.
so
Apart from
Mason.
Casemiro.
You can't just have that for every single player.
What do I got?
What am I hitting?
Nice.
Is Rashford playing down the middle?
We
Or
might
is he
get
on the
absolutely
left?
romped up by Rosenborg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's that kid, Ronnie? He said we're in.
He's number 41.
Number 41. Hey
There we
up.
go.
Hey up. Oh no chance.
Nonsense.
Where's Tommy?
These are 11th.
Been away
in
with
there.
England, hasn't
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, Tom.
he? I know.
Your
Rosenborg
priorities straight, will ya?
finished 17th.
We got a Rosenborg to be smashing up.
They're still their season's underway.
They're
What?
mid-season.
They're mid-season. Sorry, I've only just realised this. They're currently 14th. 14 games into their season. 11th in the league. 17 points after 14 games. Sort of mid-table. Norwegian side.
they played-
Slightly
Deep
odd.
cross there. I think
They
it was
played on
almost
Friday.
Cleared off the line almost.
Did they?
And got beat 4-1.
Would you be annoyed if you were a team that was sort of struggling in the league and then you're having a mid-season friendly against Man United?
No, because it's like chance to put yourself in a shot window,
Yeah.
isn't it?
A little bit.
No, Ronnie
What
was
shop
saying.
window are you in?
Yeah.
Mate,
Like, if you're playing against Man United on MUTV.
you're in the, Selfridges.
Yeah. One of the best shops. Although
Play
I don't
well
think
and be
of them as
Dutch.
doing great window dressings.
What?
I don't think of Selfridges as having loads of window dressings.
Also, like, do people really buy stuff from there?
From Selfridges?
Just full of kids walking about, innit?
Yeah. People who've
The only time I went into Selfridges was when I had no money.
Yeah.
Since I'm not rich, but I can buy what I want.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I can't go to Selfridges.
So you're telling me you don't
Since you
want
stopped
a boat?
shoplifting.
You don't
Since I
want
stopped
that.
shop-
Yeah,
Shoplifting.
you don't need to go in there
Like,
anymore.
Since
the
you
last
can-
time I
yeah.
went into Selfridges when I knew someone that worked there, and I got loads of stuff. When I say loads of stuff, probably a few grand worth of stuff.
Bloody hell. Who are you?
And then I picked up a hat and a T-shirt from Topman,
Yeah.
at 12 quid combined. and I paid 12 quid for everything.
Jesus Christ. That's illegal.
It is illegal, yeah.
That's incredibly illegal.
Not on my behalf.
Wait, your mate did it for you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. He could have got sacked immediately.
Does he still wear that?
Yeah, he does. He does, but he wish he'd not said it now. He's still working there. He's in head office now.
Does he work in one of the Trafford Centre near my house?
Yeah, and can he sort us out?
Can he get a transfer?
We used to have someone in flannels as well. I had loads of Paul Smith t-shirts at one point.
Hey,
Paul Smith out.
Come on.
Hannibal, he's waiting for that. It's not coming to him.
On Medjbury.
Oh, they're in it. No, he's offside. He's offside. He's offside.
Calm down.
Scored a goal, Rosenborg, but it's offside.
You know what song I had in my head earlier when I was...
Oh, go on.
Who's Loving You?
Who's that by?
Jackson 5.
Oh.
Who's loving you?
Do you like Jackson 5?
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to the Jackson 5?
A little bit of Motown's classic.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
I'll Be There, that's good.
That was a tune, yeah.
That's a very good tune, actually.
Yeah.
Can you sing it?
That was beautiful, that.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Turn that Jackson 5 CD off.
Do you think... I know that... Oh, actually,
Go on, no, go on.
No, because everyone...
Put it to the group.
Anytime anyone mentions Jackson 5, everyone talks about the dad straight away.
Joe.
He's Joseph.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about him. He wasn't
Did
very
they?
nice. Yeah, it always gets mentioned, oh, you know their dad was horrible to him.
Well,
That
I think
comes
more
up all
people
the
talk
time.
about Michael Jackson.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
are. We're
I'm not
in.
saying it's
Go
the
on.
only thing people talk about. That's a poor touch from Marcus there.
Oh, Marcus.
Well
Well done there, lad.
But yeah, he wasn't a particularly nice bloke.
No,
was
he
he?
wasn't. He was.
He's quite horrible, actually.
But
I know what you're going to say. I was almost leading you to say this.
Go on.
I wanted to
would
say
you
what
let
you were
your
about
dad
to say.
batter you like that if
this
it
is-
meant you'd be like famous?
This isn't
superstar,
what I thought you were
making
gonna say.
loads of money. What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say, would they have been as successful they were?
Yeah,
as they
with that,
were
would you want that
without
as well? So would you want it?
It's like the Beach Boys,
Oh.
isn't it? They were the same.
Were they?
Yeah, he was a horrible.
Oh, the dad.
The dad. He was the manager, and he fell out.
What was
with
his
them all.
name? Daddy
Summer
Beach.
Wilson.
Nah, yeah, it was Brian Wilson was the one who was like the genius, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But he was horrible to him,
Yeah.
and
just
like,
never...
felt like they all fell out of him and hated him, and he was like a proper bully.
Yeah.
But again, he was very driven and like, and not to the same degree because he wasn't horrible to them, but like the Williams sisters' dad was obsessive and had this plan that he was gonna basically breed tennis champions and did it.
Yeah.
Like before they were born, he had this plan that he was gonna do it, and he absolutely amazingly did it.
I know, it is
From,
mad.
like, the
and,
age-
and
like-
just how good they were as well.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
like, this is what we're going to do, and then he did it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy.
But I couldn't be like that, mate.
No.
I couldn't like bully my kids and just be like, you know, constantly on them to excel at something.
Yeah.
I want them to enjoy themselves too much. I want them to be able to enjoy the child. I couldn't be like, I know it's different because my kids aren't, none of them are like showing any traits where you go, oh, if you push them, they're going to be mint at this. But
And it's a shame it's always sport.
Do you know what I mean?
as well,
No, like,
though.
Basically, for my kids' sake.
I've given up on
anything.
them. I've given up on them. They're not my retirement fund.
No.
That's not happening.
It's always either
But do you know what I mean? Like, I
sport
couldn't,
or acting
I
as well. It seems
yeah.
like it's like you see it a lot with like gymnastics. So why is it never? I'm going out of the way to make the greatest employee Ryman's has ever had. I want my child to know fucking stationery inside and out. Do you know what I
Because
mean?
you don't get anything great.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
maybe
when
that.
you're working in head office
maybe
for
that
Ryman's.
living wage isn't enough to motivate you to push them.
Like you
I
want a
just
kid
think
that's
I
going
think
to
it's
put
a-
you into retirement.
I think it's about the pride of
on
the
your
game.
state pension.
I think the pride's gone out of the game.
Yeah.
For me, if you're selling Pilot pens better than anyone has ever done, there is a pride to that.
Britney Spears' dad runs her estate.
Not anymore. She won the thing, didn't she? In conservativeship.
You know
whatever it
what
is.
though? When you see some of the videos she does, you do wonder if that was.
Well, this was the
right
argument.
thing.
This was that she was not well, and that's why they took
She's
control.
got swords and shit.
Well, she shaved all her hair off.
in her fucking bikini in her
She's-
kitchen with her
she's-
kids running about, and she's
Yeah.
there with. Look at these swords.
Like,
She's obviously not very well,
Should
is
she
she?
be in charge of hundreds of millions of pounds? Probably not.
But then also, she earned it.
And
If you want,
everyone-
if you want,
the
she won a
public
case,
basically
didn't
pressurised them into
Yeah,
giving
free
her-
Britney. It's like, look, she's sending us signals.
Yeah, blink.
Yeah, like that.
Do you remember that YouTuber that everyone thought went missing back in the day? What was her name now? And it was like when she was doing videos, she looked really scared doing the video.
oh yeah.
Oh, I think he died the other day, didn't he? Richard Simmons. There was all those rumours about him, wasn't there, that he'd been kidnapped by his housekeeper. Genuinely, there's a podcast on it. It was mint because he went out of the public eye for like 10 years, and there's all these rumours that his housekeeper basically kidnapped him in his mansion. I know, I'm not taking a mic. There's a podcast. It's like one of the biggest podcasts in America for a spell. And then like he had to do these like telephone interviews to say like, no, I'm all right, I'm okay.
Richard Simmons.
Honestly, I'm not making
he's
this
one
up.
of those people who's incredibly famous, obviously.
Yeah,
did
because
really well.
he disappeared from public eye for like a decade.
His body was never like that amazing to say how
'cause,
much
like,
of a fitness
fitness like he had a bit of a like just a bang average
Marina
body.
Joyce, that was the name.
Just had a sort of like
that's
him in like his pomp.
Yeah,
and he just had a sort of standard body, didn't he?
Yeah.
I love that.
It was his energy and his like his charisma,
infectious enthusiasm.
Yeah, and he was very sort of likable and energetic and all the rest of it.
Yeah,
but yeah, there was always like the like I can't remember the name of the podcast. It was decent, but yeah,
it's very good.
R.I.P.
John Horgan, welcome to the Academy. Thank you very much for joining. Compa as well, welcome to the Academy. Thank you for joining the membership. You get access to access to extra videos, extra content. You get access to the members Premier League. Fantasy League as well. Ethan nearly won it last year.
How did you get on, Eve?
I think I finished third.
Finished third.
That's decent, that.
That's not bad at all, actually.
That's good knowledge.
Have you seen
Good.
Haaland's going to be 15 million this year?
You know ball. Is that a lot for fantasy?
It's the most anyone's ever been by about 2 million, I think.
If you got any sense, you'll invest in Højlund.
Yeah, I completely agree.
What are you scoffing at? Come on, you know the dance. Him or Xerxes will score more than Haaland.
Yeah, I think Xerxes doubles Haaland's.
Obviously.
Oh, and it's sad that this is our first pre-season without wondering if Martial can do some of this season.
Why are you being rude?
Is that rude? I said it's sad. You think if you can just stay fit. It felt so close, didn't it?
Is it too soon?
It's not too soon.
Is it too soon, bro? Listen, he made me believe when we met him in that lift. I was fully Martial FC with you.
Martial law.
Just wasn't to be, was it?
Martial arts.
But we'll always have Everton. We'll always have Liverpool.
Yeah.
We'll always have the hat-trick against Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Megs!
Although, did we have that anyway? Because it was behind closed doors, wasn't it? I know I wasn't there. But
We had
it's a shame that it was behind closed doors for him.
Yeah.
For me.
For you.
Love that goal against Watford.
That's
the greatest.
We'll always have a goal for Watford.
The greatest goal.
Scored at the Stretford end.
And that's the sort of
Blimey.
comment that I love. I'll get on board with that.
Yeah, me too. Thoughts on the first 15 minutes, Jay?
I think it's pretty obvious from what we've seen so far. 21 is coming. Anyone who says anything otherwise is an idiot.
There was a pass Casemiro made, which was like first time quick out to the winger, and I was like, Casemiro might be back.
That's what I love. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want to hear, Macca. I don't want any reason debate. Watch him playing a decent pass against Rosenborg. He's back. Yeah, this is 5 times Champions League winning Casemiro at his peak.
How many fucking things do they want to write on their shirt? Jesus.
The annoying thing is, he should be at his peak, really.
What is he, 31?
32. I know maybe
32.
slightly past
32,
his peak.
like, nowadays, 32 is usually alright. Football's usually got at least a season in him, haven't they, at 32? Yeah. The way they all look after themselves, not like back in the day. But I think it's just his body shape and all
He looks
stuff.
like he loves Tang Fastics and that.
Yeah. Always got a bag of sweets on the passenger seat, hasn't he? Just
You know what I had the other day, which were really nice? Some jelly babies, man.
Jelly babies?
I haven't had some good jelly babies in a long time.
I like
jelly, powder on them and everything.
Oh, yeah, that dusty shit.
Some dusty sorts.
Oh, I like them. They've been pre-talked for you.
Like every colour tasted different.
Do you think that's what
Because sometimes
it is?
you get them and they're all different colours, they all taste the same.
Do you think that's meant
There's
to
no
be
powder.
emulate baby powder on a real baby? Is that what that's meant to be?
What?
Do you know on a jelly baby?
Yeah.
No, because how do you explain it being on those travel sweets that you get?
Which
the
ones?
travel sweets you get?
Oh,
in a
the
little
tin
jar.
of the tin of
like the little
travel
pear,
sweets,
like pear drop types.
Yeah, I think
Jesus
it's
Christ, bro! It's a friendly.
I think it's an anti-caking agent, isn't it?
What the fuck's going on, you fucking idiot?
Is he kicking off?
Chased his touch.
Get off the pitch here, man. He's
shit.
like here to
One of the Rosenberg lads has been
Chased his touch,
fucking
man.
knobs.
Oh, fucking hell!
Send him off.
That is a really bad tackle, that. His studs are halfway up his leg. That's a really bad tackle.
in a friendly.
Bad in that, man.
Should have
sent him off.
That's a bad tackle, that.
Mason Mount, slap him for me, will ya?
What are you doing that in a friendly? Like lunging, jumping in like
I'm
that?
just saying as well, Casemiro's clearly back.
And now he's wrecked it.
And now if he
Now he's
isn't
done.
back, that's why.
Thomas Nemchik, is it?
Knobhead more like.
Yeah, nice.
Has he gone off?
Yes, they got sperm bank written on the front of their shirt.
Yeah.
A booking in a friendly though is basically a red.
Yeah, it is.
Because you know what I mean. Getting booked in pre-season has got to be quite a bad tackle.
That was a really bad. That could have been a red. If that was Casemiro doing that to someone else in the Premier League, that's a red every day.
Yeah, of course it is.
That was
he got sent
genuinely
off for less against Southampton.
He did.
Was that the one when he tackled the ball and his foot bounced off the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Slid off the top of the ball into someone's
So
shin.
annoying.
It kind of did for him, that.
Mm.
Like, he lost his rhythm or whatever, and he came back from them suspensions. He just wasn't quite at it like he was before.
Yeah.
I know it's not just because of that, but...
Gerard Kenny in the comments says, it's cornflower, stops the jelly baby sticking to each other. Have you noticed, by the way, now, ever since the whole...
what flavour's cornflower?
Nooch. Have you noticed that since the whole scandal around talcum powder is cornflower as well now? I bought some the other day, I thought this
was a scandal?
Yeah, there was suggestions and reports that it was causing problems with women's, like, illnesses, cancers and stuff. I don't know if it was proven legally. I think it might have been like a civil thing, but it's not talcum powder anymore. It's cornstarch. I bought some the other day. So basically, my nuts are like a sort of tempura battered prawn. At the end of the day, with the heat I'm putting through them, fucking absolutely vile. Just a bit of sweet, a little bit of sweet chili dip.
Right, when do you use it?
And you can serve me at any good restaurant.
After a shower?
After the shower, before the sweat.
Right, okay.
A little bit. So when you look, when you sweat after a shower.
Yeah.
You don't want to sweat after a shower.
No.
That's the worst kind of. When you're hot because you come out of the shower.
Yeah.
But you're also sweating.
And the towel's
and
a bit
you're like,
sweaty.
am I wet because of the shower, or am I wet because of the sweat?
And you think, if it's wet because of sweat, that shower was literally just ruined.
Pointless,
It's pointless. Doesn't count even.
Yeah, it doesn't even count.
All it's done is made me dirtier, that shower. Vile. Unbelievable.
It's 0-0 against Rosenborg.
Sergio James John says Johnson and
This is
Johnson,
fucking
yes.
world-class football here. That's a fact.
Love a slide, don't they?
They got
Jesus.
sued for hundreds of millions.
Hannibal he'll remember that and 2-foot him in a minute.
Yeah. Robertinho117 says, comments on the shirt, lads. You mentioned it before, Adam. You like it, don't you?
I like it. I like how Snapdragon thing looks like a Vodafone logo.
Yeah.
Kind of fits nicely with our shirts then.
Yeah. Connor fits nicely. Who does he play for?
Wigan, I think.
I think he does sound
like a Wigan player.
He actually does. I like the kit. I don't love the gradient change too much. I don't love the gradient.
Have we got rid of that away kit now that looks like a Liverpool kit?
Yeah, that was
Thank
last
God
season.
for that. I hated that.
I didn't mind it, actually. Have you noticed that we've got the... again, on the away kit, we've got the sort of minimalist badge that's just
Seagulls
the
and shit flying around.
devil with the trident.
Love that.
I don't know the born them.
In what sense?
Not even scared.
Free tickets to Man United.
Just floating about. Ashley Young not about, is he?
Have you been to Norway, Jay?
Yeah, I went. Been a couple of times. Went there. Covered the Atletico Madrid game for us. Remember?
Yeah.
Where?
He says covered. Went on a jolly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Maka put his foot down and said there'll be no more of that next season.
Yeah, no more of that on your own. What's all that about?
Yeah, it was mint. It was roasted, funnily enough.
Was it?
Yeah.
No
and I've
way.
been to Norway other times as well. I went over there with
I've never been Norway,
Mitten and a few others once. Yeah, and then I went to Oslo and Bergen with our mate Bojan. It was alright.
Yeah, I've never been. I've been to
No.
Denmark, but that's the
I'm
closest
not a
I've
big
got.
fan of the cold places, but bizarrely it was red hot.
Actually, maybe North. What's
I've been
closer,
Denmark
what's
and
closer to
Sweden.
Norway, Denmark or Scottish Highlands?
Oh, I don't know.
You'd assume Denmark, wouldn't you?
Did you go? Was
Fuming. Absolutely fuming.
That's what you're talking about.
All right.
Scottish
Stockholm?
Highlands.
We were in Stockholm, weren't we?
I went to Stockholm. I've been
Yeah.
Helsingborg to interview Henrik.
Yes.
Um,
Chippy chat. That'll be coming back soon.
I
Yep.
went to, where else did I go to?
You've been about, you son.
Stockholm. I've been Copenhagen.
Yeah. Copenhagen's cool. I liked it there.
I've been Copenhagen. You've been, yeah. About to say. You got all the Lego gaff and all that.
Midget
No.
Land's in Denmark, innit?
Yeah.
Jojo
Jojo.
says, would a prime Rude outscore Haaland playing for City?
Yes.
Mm.
Do you think he would?
100%. Yeah, of course he would.
Football's easy now.
Do you see, right? Watch. If you want to sort of see what Ruud van Nistelrooy had to deal with, just Google United v Arsenal 2004 or whatever.
Yeah.
And just watch the challenges that were going in then. And you'd have had about 12 penalties a game if it was VAR and the way it is now. He was getting kicked all over the gaff and he was still banging in 40 goals a season.
Yeah, he was. He was amazing.
He was.
44 goals he got for Man United.
That's unreal.
And, like, just incredible. We're back in the days as well where people weren't really doing that.
No.
There wasn't this precedent set where
United
strikers could get 50, 60 goals a season. That didn't exist.
United had, amazing strikers like obviously Ollie and Andy Cole and Dwight York and Erik.
Yeah.
No one was banging in 40 odd goals for us.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
The world wasn't
even when we
like
were dominating the games, and like Rude just set.
Chucky got close to it.
He got 30, yeah.
30 odd.
Yeah, but Rude van Nistelrooy just sort of smashed it.
Yeah, he was absolutely amazing. He's the best finisher I've ever seen. And I think he's the best striker, like number 9 striker I've seen at United as well.
I agree. I think he's...
Yeah, he might be the best goal scorer I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's up there. He's absolutely incredible. Just his touch, and every single first touch he had was setting up for a second touch to be a shot. No matter what. If he's in the box, the first touch he's not just controlling it to bring it under his control. He's controlling it to put it so he can shoot the second touch. I've never seen anyone do that as well as he does it.
These like actually want to beat us.
It feels like,
yeah, they do.
It's sort of...
Well, that's probably why we've picked a team that's halfway through their season. We probably want this. I bet this was the plan. Maybe they don't want...
That's what he looks
The
like.
youngsters were playing, it's like it's a proper disjointed team, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I just see Mason Mount work really hard, get the ball back, get it up top, and it's just coming straight back at you.
Yeah. That's always the case with pre-season, and it's a combination of quality levels and
Patchwork team.
experience, yeah. Yeah. What have you made of the first 25, Ronaldo?
It looks like a team that is midway through a season against a team that's full of youngsters and players trying to get back up to speed. They just look a lot sharper and a lot faster.
Yeah, they do.
And they've got that little bit of thing that you've got to deal with as United playing pre-season friendlies against these teams as well, where it's a bit like their cup final a little bit as well.
Yeah. They really
Players are trying that extra 1% harder on their end because they know who they're playing and they know people are watching. But we haven't really been in it so far at all, to be honest.
No. Yeah, United not really held possession well.
Been quite
Not made
scrappy
any
as well.
chances.
Led to a few loose challenges. As you saw the one that was on Casemiro, which could have been a bad one, but...
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, first 25 minutes pretty dull really from United, isn't it? Good cover in there.
Yeah.
Is that Will Fish? Number 4. He's done well there. Who's up top?
Where was he last season? Was it Hibernian?
I'll double check now. I can't remember. I think so.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Hibs,
yeah, it was, yeah. He's been there for 2 seasons.
Has it? I thought
Yeah.
he might have been.
He seems like one who might be sort of make or break, doesn't it, really? He's 21 years old.
Yeah.
He'll be 22 in February. So I can't imagine, if Willy Camboala's going, you think you might see the same with Will Fish?
Yeah, I think there's a couple in there that when you're that age, you're probably just not going to get the chance now, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm wrong, but it does feel like that.
Yeah, it does. Liam Murray says, is Mount playing? Technically, yes. But much like pretty much everyone else for United, he's not really touched the ball yet. Hamish says, York didn't score 40 goals, but he did contribute 50 goal involvements in 52 games. Yeah, he was incredible in that 99 season, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's just... they've hit the post there.
Almost
Post, the
there.
post even.
Rosenborg hitting the inside of the post there. Well cleared by Johnny Evans. Rashford on the ball now. Chance to counter-attack.
Go on. Open your legs, son. It's foul, ref.
And he's getting fouled there, pulled back. I love these professional fouls and stuff in a friendly. Like they're playing like
second booking.
This is a proper final for them.
Like,
They are.
say that's what you want.
They're not in friendly mode, though, innit?
They're not.
They
No,
just
and
played a
that's-
league game on Friday.
No, he's fair enough. Look at him. He's stepping across him, pulling his shirt with 2 hands. Love it. They're going for it, Rosenborg, aren't they? Bloody hell. It's a decent shot. That I can't tell if the keeper gets a fingertip on it or not. I don't think he does.
No, I think
it's
you're
just
right.
posting out.
Oh, that's the youngster.
Is it?
Is that the one we're looking at?
Yeah.
He's doing himself a few favours there, isn't he?
Yeah. Their kit's like an F1 car, isn't it? They've got about 60
Get him
sponsors
signed.
on it.
Just off that. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on,
Shoot.
good following up there. Is that Mount on the ball?
That's a foul.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh, he's got
Marcus.
some studs in his knees as well there, Mount. Marcus taking too long on the ball.
Play.
Bloody
Oh,
hell.
he's lost it again.
Ooh, that's the kid.
Yeah, that kid looks good.
That's a good tackle from Zach.
It's all a bit scrappy, innit?
This is
Rashford
what you
taking
want,
too
man.
long on the
There's a little
ball.
bit of bite to the game.
Yeah, there is.
You don't want to see him going in on Mason Mount.
Casemiro, the early slide.
Casemiro doing
that was all like Sellers Park all over again.
To get back into the game. After
Honestly,
He does that every game, though. Once
He
at
does,
least,
doesn't
where
he?
he slides in there early.
Yeah.
was it Sellers Park where he did it and the player was just sort of, was it easy? He just looked at him,
Yeah.
And then scored.
watched him do it and then carried on running.
Again, another foul on Marcus.
Yeah.
Clattering him, man.
Yeah. Rashford's doing his.
Fucking
my
Jimmy Bullard
ankles
getting
are
in on the
sore.
odds.
Sit down.
Man, like
Yeah, he's tripping him.
Nedved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look a bit like Nedved.
Midfield.
Yeah, I don't mind this kit. I don't love it.
You don't like it?
I don't know. I've sort of 5, 6 out of 10 for me.
Really?
I don't know, something about it. It's
Close
a
to a 10, you know.
bit, really.
I love it, man.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I love it even more when it's our title winning.
I mean, if we once we start winning games in
Oh,
it,
you're just
I love
glory
it.
on to mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a glory.
You were-
I
shit
like that
it.
kit
Hey,
before we were
Before we
fucking
were
winning it, yeah.
lifting the Premier League title wearing it.
What's your sort of unpopular kit opinion of United? Like one that you like that no one else does, or one you think shit that everyone else likes?
That's a good question. That. The 2013 kit, I have a fond memory of it because we won the title, but I think as a kit it's terrible.
The gingham, not
Yeah,
gingham, sort
yeah,
of checkerboard
yeah.
gingham thing.
It's
That's nice, that.
No,
Now,
I
see,
hate
I
that.
think I have a positive feeling when I see it because I think of the title, of Van Persie's volley, of Evra taking Mick out of Suarez and all the rest of it. But as a kit, I think it's a bit grim.
I don't like it either. I completely agree with you. I don't think it's a good kit. I like.
I think the worst one is when we had the centralised badge.
Really, because the Vodafone. That was Vodafone, wasn't it?
Yeah.
People really like them.
Oh, that was the worst.
Yeah.
And most kits that are like, because back then Nike used to do one type of kit and then just
Yeah.
replenish it for everyone, didn't they?
Yeah. Everyone's got the same
Like I
one.
remember the blue one with Vodafone on it. Like Orlando Pirates had the same kit or something.
Yeah.
Like that. That is
Yeah.
mad.
Literally the same one.
Like exactly
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah. I love that reversible kit, the white and gold one.
I love
That's
that.
one of my favourites.
But you know, I've got one of them, innit? With Beckham on the back.
Yeah.
They're fucking heavy. You know?
Yeah. You can't wear them for football.
Can't wear them.
Because the players ones, they just had a white kit or a
Yeah.
gold kit, whereas the fan ones, they're reversible, but they're
So it's
two
two
shirts
kits, yeah.
glued together. I remember,
They're heavy.
yeah, they're heavy and they're just too hot, unbelievably hot. Heaven Soul says, look at Bayern's kit for the upcoming season, exactly the same as United's down to the orange shading. Let's have a look. Bayern kit 24-25.
Go on.
Is it the same?
Back post.
It's a good cross.
That was a cross, that was. Who was that, Wheatley?
Wheatley.
I don't know if it is the same. Maybe it is actually.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Dear.
Same
Was he
neckline.
looking for Mount with that?
That's a good ball.
That's the
A
kid.
good touch as well.
Where the kid was on the ball?
The one that passed
I love
that.
how we just call him the kid now.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Naipan. Check that for me.
Sver Naipan, his
Yeah.
name is. 17 years old. Plays for Rosenborg. He's a sort of midfielder, attacking midfielder. He's only just sort of coming through the ranks. He's played 38 games in the last 2 seasons.
Looks alright, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, it does. It's a good lad. Good player.
He became the youngest ever player to represent Rosenborg at 15 years, 322 days. That is crazy, isn't it? 15 years old.
That's madness.
Isn't it?
Yeah. 15.
Because 15 isn't even like oh, he's a young lad. That's like a child.
That is a
15.
child, isn't it?
Yeah, properly. Like you could be in year 10 being 15.
Yeah. That's
In year 10 at
Talking
school.
about Yamin Lamar.
No, I'm talking about this guy who played for Rosenborg when he was 15 years
Yeah.
old. You can be in year 10, not even doing your GCSEs yet. That is mental. He's just
Hey up, they're in here.
picked which subjects he wants to do for GCSEs.
Hey up. Good save. Mason Mount clears it.
Fantastic by Mason Mount.
Yeah.
This game really is just about
Oh, another good save.
Casemiro, Mount and Rashford in it.
A little bit.
Wan-Bissaka maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about those players, isn't it? Getting them players fit. And I feel like...
Wan-Bissaka as well?
Yeah, I said Wan-Bissaka, to be honest.
I missed that.
I think as well, the exercise is a bit fucked when the team's so... I know it's pre-season, but when the team's so patchwork...
Yeah.
And you're expecting and then they're having to chase fucking farts everywhere because players are putting them out of position and losing the ball. And
I think that's pre-season, isn't it? It's about getting fitness, in it. Those last couple of games, usually you're like, oh, we've got a new transfer in. We're seeing... I remember like last year, as soon as we got to America, Ten Hag seemed to have his starting 11 and his sort of reserve 11, didn't it?
And Cobby got injured.
That first half against Arsenal, man, at MetLife.
It was brilliant.
I beat him twice that day.
I thought he was going to win it all. I swear.
That video of me, you, and Joel McGrath going out of the stadium, I was watching it the other day. It's funny. Oh, so gone.
I was nowhere near the level you and Joel was, though. Joel was...
Me and Joel were having daiquiris and that in the stands. Like big long
in the
things
stands,
like,
you know.
like
you know what it's like
in America.
You know what it's like in America. It was like that as well.
Yeah, they were massive.
How much of a problem do you think it'd be if they let you take alcohol onto the terraces?
Oh,
do you think it would be a real
I
issue?
think that would last one game.
You know what I didn't get though? Did you see all the trouble before Colombia, Argentina?
Yeah.
We've never had any trouble at games like that.
Who?
We've been to big old stadiums in America.
Yeah.
It's never been like that, has it?
No, but it's a proper cup final, isn't it?
That's two
Look
teams.
at like the Euros final.
It's still the amount of people that turn
Yeah, but
up.
we never go to them games like
But you're
that.
not
It's smashing
yeah.
heads and all that.
No one's
fighting
kicking
and,
off at pre-season.
and like, let's get into these.
I know that, but I didn't feel that seemed to be
Do you know
more
what I
based
mean?
upon just crushing and the amount of people in a queue, and
Yeah.
rather than it turned violent after.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess too many people turned up. And
That's his
wanted it.
ninth foul so far, him.
Yeah, they are fouling quite a lot, Rosenborg. But if you think of the Euros final at Wembley, that was worse, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't think it was worse.
Do you not?
They made it seem like it was fucking
The Armageddon.
World
they did a
War
bit.
in the fucking documentary.
It's probably similar anyway.
That documentary was a lot of bollocks. That.
Have you watched it?
The attack on Wembley is
I
called.
haven't watched it.
Obviously, they did a documentary thinking England were going to win a trophy and fucked it, and they had all this footage, and then they had to use it. And then you've got some knobhead that looks like Jay from In Between Us on it, going, "I'll be telling my grandkids about this and that." Bro, you were stood on a bus stop with a flare in your hand, bouncing about like a prick.
Yeah,
Like, well, you can tell your grandkids about that.
and we lost.
Yeah, it's
There's people putting fucking flares up their arsehole and shit, and it's like,
Don't drag good people into your argument. A flare in the arse is
But
worth
what
two
the
in the bush.
fuck,
Everyone knows
man?
that. Everyone knows
what
that.
the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
you know what I
it is,
mean?
man.
that
Yeah.
was an iconic image. That
It
It's
was
just
an
fucking
iconic image.
stupid.
hey,
You ever go to England games and that?
Nah,
Yeah,
I've been to two in my
I
life.
couldn't do it, you know.
I've been at one because I got a free ticket, and one because I was over in South Africa when they played Germany, and I've never really bought into it. Like the whole England till I die, stand up if you hate Man U, does my head in. No surrender to the Taliban and all that nonsense.
What?
Like, I was studying
That's
bloke
just
on
with
saying,
Steve.
that's just with Steve. In fact, that's the brew. What am I on about? Sorry.
Yeah, flare up the arse. No surrender to the Taliban. You're
me.
describing the brew.
That's Friday afternoon on the brew. What else?
Imagine going somewhere and start singing about.
That's what they were singing, no surrender to.
Bombers
And this is
that.
in
You're
South
like, what are you
Africa.
doing?
Yeah, and it was like loads of them dressed in like Spitfire outfits. And
Oh
all
my
that.
God.
And you're like, oh really? And it's
Like an
like,
idiot.
what the fuck? I can't be doing with that.
These lot need to get fucked, you know. At our time, United should go, we're not playing in
We're
second.
not coming back out. You've got too many sponsors on your kit. You're all being dickheads. We're not doing it.
That
Jim
was like
Ratcliffe,
nowhere
man,
near.
should just buy their club and just end it.
They're a little bit heavy-handed here, Rosenborg.
Yeah, Hannibal's going to get him back for that. I guarantee.
And it's bad as well because we can't do that to them because
Ooh,
then you're
that's
ruining
the
their
kid, by the
season.
way.
Then.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're literally halfway through a season, so we've got to be nice to them. Go on, Johnny. Unreal pass.
Looking
Oh,
at good
what's
touch
that?
as well. Go on, lad.
Go on,
Send
lad.
two of them to the shop, he's going to clamp him.
He's gonna get snapped probably.
Yeah, trust
Yeah,
me.
there
Lad,
he is.
what
There
was
he
it?
Go
is.
have
that?
this.
Go on,
you
Aaron
little
Wan-Bissaka.
shit.
Go on, my son.
Go on, let's show us what you've been
Exactly.
working with.
Oh, a bit of a heavy touch there, sunshine.
Ooh.
Come back.
Tina in the chat asked us about favourites for the Balon d'Or. I don't know about favourite, but I think this is the worst selection of nominees in a very, very, very
What is it?
long time.
Vinicius, Bellingham,
Like,
Rodri.
whoever wins it
Yeah.
is
Carvajal,
the
apparently.
least deserving Balon d'Or winner in an awfully
But
long time.
isn't it announced in January?
Like, remember when Cannavaro won it?
When is
That
it
was
announced?
bad, wasn't it? Cannavaro won it over Henry.
Yeah, that was stupid. But it's because he beat him in the final. That's
Nah,
literally all it
but-
came down to. No, I'm not saying it's right,
There's a
but that was at least there
Who do
was
you think's going to win it then?
I
I
think.
hope Vinicius Junior.
Oh,
Go
there
on.
we go. Another pass on there.
Oh, good save.
First shot of the game, is that?
Played. He's done well there.
Yeah, I don't think there's an obvious candidate. I think Rodri, Vinicius.
It'll annoy me if Roger
I like
wins
if
it.
Bellingham wins it, yeah.
Because then
Yeah,
it's
should-
I like Bellingham. But people are going to be trying to tell me he's better than this guy and that guy.
Yeah.
And I think, no, he's not.
No, I think Rodri wouldn't be an unfair winner.
It wouldn't. It's just annoying me that City
He'd be a bit
finally
like
get their Ballon
Jorginho
d'Or winner,
finishing
because they've
third,
not had
wouldn't
one yet, have they, in their history?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't
That-
want
that
him to
bothers
win
me,
it, but
that.
I do think.
The Spanish fellas never won it.
No, City have
City
never had a
won.
Ballon d'Or winner, have they?
But the Spanish
we've had
fellas never
4.
won it.
What?
No, there must have been someone from Spain winning it.
Who?
I can't.
Iniesta.
Shut up.
Has he not won a Ballon d'Or?
Sorry, Jay, that was a great.
You both do. You remember that? It was
Why are
like-
you Googling?
You
Why
do.
are
You
Googling
do know that
somewhere?
that Messi and Ronaldo
Yeah,
won
he's
it
not
for like
Spanish.
12 years in a row as well.
Yeah, but they're not Spanish.
No, but as in like, so there haven't been that many
There's no
like
Spanish
different
player.
Remember
winners.
Craig David's tune, Spanish?
Yeah.
That was a big tune that was. Would you like a drink with me?
That's interesting. So no Spanish players ever won the Ballon d'Or. Have you made that up, or are you guessing that and you think it's right?
It's facts.
That's
Fun fact
amazing.
of the day.
He has
That's
a good
amazing.
chance though.
That
But
is amazing.
I think Real Madrid PR's too strong though.
And bear in mind, like, Michael Owen's won one, Kevin Keegan's won one, Stanley Matthews has won one.
Yeah, Kevin Keegan's won 2
At Hamburg.
back to back.
He came close in Iniesta, though. He came second.
Did he win the Ballon d'Or,
No,
Jay?
but the way you reacted to me, my suggestion was like he'd never even been remotely
Go
in
on.
the conversation.
Marcus
Go on,
Rashford! Overhead kick.
And he got an apology from France Football for never winning it.
And that's
Good.
that's the
That's the real.
quiz.
That's the real
Who
quiz.
got an apology?
Iniesta.
But who should he have
Oh,
won
that's
it? When should he have
nonsense,
won
that. You're going to be giving apologies out left, right, and
Yeah,
centre.
when
If you
should he
start
have won it?
apologising to people?
it? People saying Di Stefano. I just googled Di Stefano before, because he's born in Argentina,
Yeah, I was
but he
about to
played
say.
for Spain, didn't he?
All right. Okay.
So does that count? That's why I was looking. That's why I googled him straight away. But he did.
He also played for Argentina
He,
as well.
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Played,
went
I think
Argentina.
and Colombia.
Oh.
Puskas did the same thing.
Right.
I think Puskas
Oh,
played for
yeah.
Spain.
Not to alarm you, but the 17-year-old kid just hit the bar.
That's fine.
Sorry. Yeah. I can't believe there's not one Spanish player that's won. Oh, they're in here. What's a save? What? Oh!
Yeah, Puskas
Well
was
done.
born in Hungary, played 85 games for Hungary, scoring 84 goals, and then played 4 games for Spain.
Love that.
Back in the day where you could just fucking
Yeah.
pick
I've had
what you
enough
want.
of that. Play for these for a bit.
Yeah. So Di Stefano, are we counting that? He was born in Argentina. He played
got
for
the job on a
Argentina,
technicality.
and then moved to be playing for Spain. I don't think we're counting that.
No
Wow.
Spanish player has won the Ballon
Well,
d'Or.
he's played for Spain, so he is a Spanish player, but he's not a Spanish man.
He's Argentinian.
Yeah, he is Argentinian.
When you think about it, though, a lot of the time in like the Spanish league, the best players haven't been Spanish.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
there's 2 right there. Di Stefano,
like going back
Puskas.
even further, you go back to like the golden era under Johan Cruyff. It was like Stoichkov, Romario,
Yeah.
Koeman,
Yeah.
and that Barcelona team of the early 90s.
Yeah.
Then you get through to the sort of
Rivaldo.
R9. Then you go in.
Rivaldo.
Yeah, Rivaldo. You're looking at. Obviously, then you get into the Messi, Ronaldo era.
Yeah. It is weird that, isn't it? And yeah, most of the best players in the history of La Liga aren't Spanish.
No, like.
Raul was up there, innit?
Yeah, he
They're always
was.
up there. Obviously, Xavi and Iniesta,
Yeah.
some of the best midfielders ever. I'm not saying they haven't been good ones.
But a lot of the iconic or the ones who were most successful, certainly in my lifetime.
Yeah, you could argue the same with the Premier League, really. A lot of
The best Premier League players.
there's probably more English players, but the real top players, the Ballon d'Or winners, haven't been English.
Well, the
except
record
Owen.
goal scorer is English. The greatest player ever's English.
Yeah, but I mean, Shearer was never going to win a Ballon d'Or.
Wayne Rooney.
Rooney's, yeah, of course. But you look at Ronaldo, Henry, like some of
Thierry
the-
Henry.
yeah,
He
De
didn't win a Ballon
Bruyne.
d'Or either.
no,
No.
God no.
He probably should have.
Michael Owen won it, didn't he?
Yeah.
But there's
Scored
more.
like 19 goals.
Oh,
There's
God,
more English
ridiculous.
top players, I think, that have played in England because people don't leave.
This is what annoyed me with that whole Gary Neville saying that Harry Kane's the greatest English player ever.
It's not.
Like, Bobby Charlton literally won the World Cup and the Balon d'Or in the same fucking year.
Yeah. Ludicrous.
Like, what are you on about?
Yeah, retired as record Man United goal scorer.
Record England, yeah,
goal
exactly.
scorer,
Yeah.
Won the World Cup, Champions League.
Like, any
League,
metric you want
FA
to
Cup.
measure him by, he was unreal. Harry
Harry
Kane
Kane's
is
just a
very
big
good
old
player.
loser,
But
man.
the idea he's the greatest English player ever, I just thought was a nonsense.
Especially Wayne Rooney saying it. Bruv, you are the greatest English
You're
player.
better than him, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It felt like they went too far the other way. It was like they got a bit of criticism, so they went instead. Let's heap loads of praise
could
on
Rooney
him.
have meant for England? As
But
in for
even
the
that,
national
I'm sorry,
team?
like
I think
for me,
them-
people that win something
Yeah.
should be held, in higher esteem than people
Especially
that
when
nearly
you've
win
only
something.
won one fucking trophy.
You won one World Cup in your entire existence.
I think they
Maybe the guy that won it for you will help you win it.
I think they
Feel
mean
that.
in their time of watching, but just didn't say it. I think they just mean of whom they've seen.
Right.
Kane's the best player for England. I think that's what they're getting at. Surely, if you said to them, "What about Bobby Charlton?"
Well, they
wouldn't
also the greatest ever, didn't
I
they?
know.
I
I'm
know,
not.
I
What
know.
they said suggests they do mean
Yeah.
that, but I think they must mean of who
Well,
they've
someone
seen.
pointed out, like when Bobby Charlton passed away, Gary Neville said he was the greatest English player ever. And
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
Like 6 months later, or however long it's been,
It's
he said it just feels a bit like the whole sort of let's get behind the team.
It's all recency bias. as
Yeah,
well.
it is.
I love how they've all been pretending Gareth Southgate's a good manager for a bit. So you're going to have to firm that one and just accept the geezer's dog shit.
The whole punditry thing around England's just been crazy
Yeah.
during this Euros. It really
Makes me
has.
sick.
It's just been nonsense. Like the whole don't criticise.
Oh, who's
To
that
be fair-
United player sticking a bit in himself there? Mason.
Go
Mount,
on!
good
No
lad.
one fucks
He's
with
probably
Mason
pissed
Mount.
off because he got slid into before.
That's what we want to see. He's our new enforcer. Have a bit of that.
It's quite a bad tackle actually.
Should have got booked really.
Barely any contact.
Yeah, don't really matter. Though,
It was
these
on the
days,
kid
does
though
it?
as well.
Was it?
Deserved it.
Damaging the United future starter. What's the matter with him?
Deserve that.
Hey,
Deserve
you know what I mean?
Kick the little shit.
I think he's been good though.
Kick
Yeah.
the little face.
The place.
Of the main
No,
man in
I
the
don't think he
face.
was.
The question Jay was answering there was did
Sorry.
Mason Mount get
DJ
booked?
Smile.
I don't think he did.
No,
Half
I
time.
certainly didn't see it.
No.
Didn't see the yellow.
0-0.
DJ
Half
Smile
time.
came to rock it and shock it for a while. Fuck the tile.
Thoughts on the first half, Jay?
I mean, very physical, mainly from the Rosenborg contingent. Not really too much to write home about from a United point of view. I think Rosenborg had the better chances. Rosenborg, so had the better chances, and they hit the post a couple of times. I think there's some good saves as well. But yeah, it's certainly not one of those friendlies where you think no one's trying because they look up for it. Dave Taylor in the Super Chat says, "Great show, lads. Wondering, do players still get suspended for Premier League games if they get a straight red in friendly matches like Rooney did in the Amsterdam
Rooney and Scholes.
tournament? Well remembered."
That was a disgrace, that, and it's never happened since. Was that
It
the
was.
beginning of the 07-08 season
Yeah, it
as well?
was. It was. I think you're right.
So we went into the
Yeah.
season where we ultimately won the double
Yep.
with Rooney and Scholes
Two of
suspended
the
for
greatest
3
players
games.
ever suspended for.
3 games.
It's unreal, isn't it? Honestly.
For a red card.
We've
in a
been royally
friendly.
stitched up over the years, Manchester United. I'm still not over that Rooney suspension for swearing ahead of the Manchester Derby semi-final.
And we
That
lost that,
gave
innit?
City that FA Cup win. Do you know what I mean? It was a joke, that. When has that ever happened? A player gets banned for swearing. SG's been a member of the Academy 42 months, says, "I've signed Naipan about 20 times on Football Manager at this point, which means he'll probably go City." Let us know in the comments what you think of that game so far. Ronaldo Brown.
I think our best player's been keeper Vitek.
Yeah, he has. He's made some good saves, hasn't he, to be
He's
fair?
made some ridiculous saves. He's the only reason why it's not 3-0. But all
I think
in all,
Mount's been alright as well.
he's not got in the game too much. He looked busy though, but he's not been. I'd say him, Vitek, and there's been a couple of moments from Rashford as well. But it's hard to judge it though because it's
Wheatley looks like a player. Like there's something
Wheatley's
there,
the one.
innit?
Yeah.
Like maybe not based totally off this. Like there's a little bit of everything in there from Because he used him in the first team last season, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Got some minutes, didn't he?
And Wheatley's always looked like a player to me.
He looks like someone that could be a Prem level striker, but it might not necessarily be a United level striker.
Okay.
But
how old is he?
He looks decent.
How old is he?
He's just turned 19.
Right, okay.
I think he might be 18 actually.
Right.
He's quite young.
Sorry, I could actually look. You might know.
Yeah, you could Google it. Or you should fucking know, Jay.
I know.
What's wrong with
Slacking.
you?
He's 18. So he's still very young, you know. He's, you know what I mean? He's not at that point where you go in, this is make or break tackle.
What are you standing there for?
Yeah.
I didn't want to come in behind everyone, but I will do.
You didn't want to come in
You didn't wanna come in
behind.
Heaven's Soul says the chemistry and passages of play aren't there, but it's good to try and work at things and see what comes of it.
It's nice to have a play around, isn't it?
Yes.
We're shit, but isn't it nice that they're trying? I mean, that's what pre-season is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's disjointed performances, unfit players,
Louis Saha.
usually slightly sort of deflating games.
No, that's Barry
but
Hales, isn't it?
it's crucial.
Oh,
Right, you're
Absolutely
right,
crucial.
They've got to come out with extra shin pads though, from what I've seen. And not
Yeah,
first half.
that's been a bit annoying, hasn't it? The sort of energy and aggression that Rosenborg have come
Andy
out
Cole
with.
to Rude, you know.
Oh.
Put a spin on that. We're currently commentating on some highlights of a game from
That's the celebration.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
That's a good celebration, that.
That was a good kit.
Oh, there's Beckham. What a man.
What a time to be alive.
Would you? How much would you pay to go in a time machine and go back to those days? Everything
Oh,
can
was that this
replay
game?
itself.
First game of the season, wasn't it?
Is this the one where Michael Brown did that horrendous tackle on Giggs?
I think no,
And
no.
do you remember what I mean when he got booked and it was
do
like the
know what
most
you're on
red card challenge you'll ever see in your life and he got a yellow?
Yeah, that wasn't that game. I don't
Right, because I
think.
think that was Fulham on it. It was United Fulham early doors, and I'll never forget that.
I'll never forget Kevin Davies basically ending Gary Neville's career.
Oh, I thought he was going to say
Against
something cleverly
Bolton.
then.
It was on Patrick's Day. We won
Oh yeah, do you know what? We won 4-1, didn't we?
4-1, 5-1.
Because you remember they scored in like the 92nd minute, and the kid who scored went random, got the ball out the back of the net, and came running out, and then realised no one was joining him. It's 4-0 United, and he scored in like the 92nd minute. Runs, grabs the ball, like, come on lads, we got this, and none of his
No
teammates.
one's going with it.
Everyone was like, bro, what are you doing? Don't be a dickhead. We ain't scoring fucking 3 goals in 1 minute. Ronnie Johnson on half-time duties. There's a player, underrated.
Would be our best centre back, man.
He'd be the best centre back in the world if he's playing now.
I've got some bad news for you, Adam.
What?
There's a player called Luis Suarez who won the Balon d'Or in 1960 and he's Spanish.
Luis Suarez.
Yeah.
That.
He was born in A Coruña in Spain.
Yeah.
He won the 1960 Balon d'Or.
Done you.
Little Johnny Factoid in the corners, got his tail between his legs, hasn't he? Did you make that up and just think it was right?
He made it. You know he made it up.
I thought he must have seen
No.
it on social medias.
He just made it up and then said it with his chest down. Then got angry at the suggestion.
Everyone in
that
the
he was
comments
wrong.
is going, finally, you've told Adam that he's wrong. Everyone was saying it loads and I missed it. Google Luis Suarez Miramontes Ballon d'Or. Yeah, the 1960 Ballon d'Or went to a Spaniard.
So
Football didn't start till 1992.
we won 3 in the 60s anyway. So
Yeah.
put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
That is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That means Scotland's got more than Spain.
Probably.
Dalglish, have one.
Did he? Keegan won. Oh no, Keegan's
Keegan's
English.
not-
Sorry,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm on about.
Oh,
I just
they
got carried
charm.
away. Got carried away.
Say Keegan.
I got carried.
Because
When you say
Dennis
Dalglish-
Dennis Law.
as well,
Yeah.
I think.
So he's definitely level.
I think Dalglish won one, didn't he? Or maybe not.
Probably.
Probably did. Have you read this out from Dave Taylor?
Yes. Is that the one about the great show, lads? Yep.
Yeah, you remembered that. Someone said, go on Rosenborg in the comments. What are the odds that a Rosenborg fan is watching this?
Might be. You know, they're a popular side.
They're a popular side,
You
actually.
know what I mean?
What have you made of the first half, Jay?
It's been very physical.
He won a silver Ballon d'Or. What
Who
the
did?
fuck that is.
Who?
Why so angry?
Who won a silver Ballon d'Or? Kenny Dalglish? Kenny Dalglish? Yeah. That's not a thing. Fucking hell. Oh, it's a silver one, isn't it? Worse than Van Dijk when he nearly won the Ballon d'Or. You didn't fucking win it all.
he won it. 1960 Ballon d'Or. He was first in the ranking.
No, he won a silver one.
Who?
Luis
Kenny
Suarez.
Dalglish.
What about Dalglish?
Dalglish won a silver one, which isn't a fucking thing, is my point.
Oh, sorry, because
it's proper like, Van Dijk nearly won it. He was only 7 points off winning the Balon d'Or for a defender. Bore off.
Because Luis Suarez also won 2 of the silver.
Silver doesn't count. No one's counting it. So Kenny Dalglish did not win the Balon d'Or and Dennis Law did. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Dennis Law is the greatest Scottish footballer of all time.
What?
Easy.
Oh, well, you're right. Well done.
And one of the greatest strikers of all time.
Certainly the best Scottish player that's ever played in English.
In English?
English divisions. I didn't want to say Premier League or Division 1. I couldn't remember which one it was. England, that's the word I was looking for. They don't even speak England like I do. Yeah, so we've established then that Dennis Law is better than Ken Dalglish. Good. As long as we're all on the same page. Because Dennis Law wasn't going, I'm voting a silver one. No, he won the proper one.
Just back to the game. Marcus Rashford.
Beautiful.
No, okay. It's not word association. What have you made of his performance today?
It's been all right
for people who are watching the game.
He's done a few little bits where he looks up for it. He's putting in the effort, which is a good sign. Obviously, it's a bare minimum. His touch has been all right. He's had one where he did a little decent bit of skill, but then he lost it. You can't really look too much into it so far. It's obviously just getting sort of used to playing again. But so far, so okay.
So far,
so okay.
Yeah, as they say, as the famous saying goes.
In the theme of debunking Adam McCullough's what's it called, propaganda. Someone said, Harvey Kilgariff said, tell Adam de Ligt didn't win the league in his first season at Ajax, and he did.
Do you know what? I've been telling everyone that.
You know that
I've been saying that to everyone who listen.
We put a clip out of that on like Instagram.
Yeah,
like 1 million views or something. On TikTok or Instagram. What was it, Ethan? I think it was TikTok. And it's just a lie. Because his first season, and it's definitely true as well, because his first season...
lies spread quicker than truth.
They do. His first season, he played 33 games in the 17-18 season. He also played 11 in the season before that. But let's say his proper season, 17-18, they didn't win the league till 18-19.
What about the season before?
When he played 11 games, did he win the league?
No. He's only won one Eredivisie title. And
was that his last season?
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
It doesn't really work quite as well, does it? Because he didn't win it with his last season at Bayern.
Where have you got that info from?
Yeah, but you know what?
Wikipedia.
Well, that's not reliable.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's nonsense. Yeah.
People don't like me. They'll just change it.
Do you know what I mean? Anyone can update that.
Who's updated, do you think?
Probably some City fan.
Some anti-de Ligt City fan, I'd have thought.
Ask Ronaldo something again so I can shout at him for answering.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
He agreed with you. You started shouting at him.
400,000 views, 28,000 likes on a fact that is just not
I love
true
the fact
at all.
that there are people like me walking around now thinking de Ligt won the title of his first season every club.
But you know what? Every time de Ligt made a transfer,
yeah,
he won the league in his first season.
That's the real quiz.
That's the real quiz.
What, 2 out of 2?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem quite as sexy, does it?
2 out of 2.
2 out of 2 ain't bad.
That's 100%. Huh?
So what do you reckon happens with Bramthwaite now, though?
Well, there's conflicting reports now, isn't there? One is
Lenny
they don't
Yoro
need to
it,
sell
man.
him.
No,
and one is that we're still in for
it, but I don't know if he will. I don't know if he'll come because it's hard, isn't it, when you go like Real Madrid, you know you're going to win a Champions League there. 18-year-old signing for Real Madrid is about as much a guarantee as a Champions League.
Sign an 8-year contract, but
you
we'll
can
let
get
him go
it.
in 4.
You are going to win a Champions League while you're there.
Yeah. People are saying that, like, people are saying we should put a release clause in it and maybe
not
give him that.
release.
But I think we United, though, not Borussia Dortmund. That's
Yeah, and
the problem.
say to him, if you play well, I don't want you anyway, you fucking dickhead.
Yeah. Say those exact words.
But if you come and play shit, they're not going to want you.
It's the Varane moment all over, though, when he was at Rennes and he was also, was it United? We were in for him before he went to Real Madrid as a youngster. He looks like that kind of player. Looks like someone that's just going to go on and be one of the best centre halves in the world. And
Did Varane fulfil his potential though, Ronnie?
oh shit!
Remind people
that was my favourite, Ronnie, when he did the news. He went Varane, and then what was it you said? You went, some would argue he didn't really fulfil his potential. And I remember watching, thinking, fucking hell, your standards are high, bro.
Yeah,
Man won 5 Champions Leagues or 4 Champions
Someone
Leagues.
say he never fulfilled his potential.
What a World Cup. Fucking the lot. No, didn't quite fulfil his potential.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way you said it as well was such confidence. I was kind of buying into it myself. I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right.
He played 360 games for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Won 3 La Ligas, a Copa del Rey, 4 Champions Leagues, 4 Club World Cups, 4 UEFA Super Cups. he won the World Cup, and it was just one of the most highly regarded centre backs in the world for a decade.
Did he quite fulfil his potential though?
And also, he won the Knight of the Legion of Honour in 2018, which for me is one of the highest French orders of merit, both military and civil, and currently encompasses 5 classes.
It's basically like a fucking MBE or something. Isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, they don't have that though.
They're depressing.
They don't have
Come and be part of the empire.
But they're republic, aren't they?
Kobe Mainoo would have said, "Get fucked." You know that.
I love that, man. I love all that.
I don't think he would.
Who's the director that did Trainspotting? Danny Boyle.
Yeah.
He told him fuck off when he offered him a knighthood.
What would you do?
Someone said it to him, like, why ain't you got a knighthood? He still offered it me. I can't say that.
I know what you'd do.
Fucked.
You'd tweet, I've been offered a knighthood, I would like to publicly reject it.
Yeah, I'd do that.
No, but then you'd go and take it.
No.
You'd have your knighthood. There'd be a picture of you with a sword on your shoulder on the mantelpiece at yours, but if anyone ever asked you, you'd say you rejected it.
No.
You would. You definitely would.
Nah, because you know if you reject
I'd sell it. Can you sell it?
You'll be a knight in the ends.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what really counts.
Matters, isn't it?
That's what really counts.
I mean?
Yeah.
Because they have to ask you, innit, if you're going to have it. Like, you're going to...
Yeah, I don't think they can just force a knighthood on you.
Also, then you're part of Illuminati, innit?
No, I don't think that's true.
That is true.
Not some 60-year-old woman who's been fundraising for, a charity all her life who gets a knighthood. Or a bloke or whatever.
People like that don't get knighthoods.
Yeah, they do. Of course they do. She's not in the Illuminati or he.
Nonsense and that get in.
You get like the MBE and all
Jimmy
that.
Savile and all that.
You get like is it the CBE and the OBE and all that? They give you them, don't they? If you're charity workers.
I think people have got... Right, let's have a look.
You get like MBEs.
Why would you want one? You know how David Beckham's broke her bollock to get one?
He well wants one.
Why do you want one?
Yeah. Well, it is the highest honour you can have
not an
bestowed on
honour.
you. But for some people it is. Obviously some people would love it.
For some people,
it's like your country saying you are the highest quality of citizen. That is what it is meant to suggest, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's equality out of the fucking window.
Yeah. Sure.
I thought we lived in a democracy.
Mate.
I thought this was America.
No
Mate.
chance.
How good's America TV right now?
Oh, fucking hell.
It's fucking good, isn't it?
Turning to
It's going to get better when he's back in office, you know.
The past week,
Mate,
I've
his
turned
press
into
conference-
I
Jay-
love watching all
Hilarious.
of that shit.
Leo.
It's the best TV series of all time.
I've turned into Jay Motti recently.
Yeah. It is gripping viewing. It is. It's
So you
so
think?
Also,
so you think's fake?
Don't you know with presidents and
saying
ex-presidents and all
anything.
that kind of stuff? Aren't you supposed to proper be on it with security and that?
Yeah.
So either his security team have allowed it to happen,
No.
or it's a sell.
I don't think it's either of those two things.
Mate,
The American presidency...
how you get so close to get on a roof, chill for a couple of hours with some beers?
President of America is literally the most deadly job in the world. It's got the highest death rate of any job. So this isn't the first time someone's tried to assassinate a president. It's happened 4 times successfully. There's been 2 or 3 more attempts as well. It's obviously an oversight by him, but I don't think it's like an inside job or anything.
Reagan, obviously JFK got shot, Reagan got shot, I know he survived. Ford, someone trying to shoot him. It happens, you're right, it does happen. And
Even in modern era,
yeah,
post World War II.
Yeah,
It's obviously bad. I think it's bad planning and not seeing that there was a roof.
If America was in the Arab Emirates, they'd be saying you can't have a World Cup there.
Yeah.
After seeing what happened at the Copa America and that.
Yeah.
Innit? They'd be going, fucking hell.
You
You can't have a World Cup there.
Yeah.
They're shooting presidents and that.
Yeah.
Also, in the comments there, Gordon says,
We
"Shut up,
should
Joe. Of course, it
bomb
wasn't a
some
random
democracy
attack."
into them.
But people,
No one's saying it's a random
I don't think
attack.
it was random.
He's just, I'm going to shoot someone.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
wow. No way have I just shot the former president. What a fucking result.
Yeah.
What are the chances I was just going to shoot anyone?
Yeah.
No one's saying it's a random attack. He
think
obviously
it was
tried to
planned.
shoot Donald Trump.
yeah, I don't think it was just some.
I think you've got to be completely off your head to think that it was just some random attack
Yeah.
and you just so happened to shoot the 44th president of the United States.
Yeah.
Or whatever he is.
just some rogue ear piercer who's
Yeah,
doing his
like,
job.
it's-
I don't think that's.
Do you know what the
case.
mad thing was? I was on Twitter at the time, and then the guy I follow who gives updates and stuff on Trump's speeches because he was doing clips. Just went, Trump has been shot, and that was his tweet. And I was like,
Amazing.
what?
Well, there was a minute there, wasn't there, where
I don't think he got shot. I think someone shot at him. I don't think the shot hit him.
what do you think hit
Because,
him?
bro, if he gets shot in his ear, yeah, first of all, you're not just going to go down really slow.
Yeah.
You're going to go, whoa, shit, my ear. There's going to be a splatter. There was no splatter on his
Oh
ear.
shit, my ear.
I think he dropped down, like bust his ear off the floor, got a little bit of a bleed and thought, this looks good, this.
He was saying, he was saying the WWE, it.
He was
a little blade.
doing a straight
When he
up
dropped
blade
down.
razor.
This is because what's happening with this?
I'm not doing conspiracy theories. I'm saying
are?
he never got shot, is what I'm saying.
So how is that not a conspiracy theory? What do you mean?
I don't think the cut from his ear came from a shot.
Well, how come then there's a picture of him while he's still stood up before he goes down with blood on his hand that's just touched his ear?
Yeah, but why isn't there a splatter on his shirt?
Because it's gone skimmage. It's just a little
He
skimmage.
bashed his ear off the floor, man. Trust me.
His ear shouldn't repair then, really. If he
What do you mean it shouldn't repair?
If he took a bullet.
How much have you
Because
seen his ear?
Also, the picture of his
an ear- an
bleeding
ear's
ear,
one of
there's
the-
no chunk missing out his ear.
It's one of the most
Skim.
difficult.
He should be looking like Evander Holyfield, bro.
But it depends how much of the ear got hit by the bullet, doesn't it?
Mate.
Because an ear is mostly.
You know what?
part
I
of
don't
it.
like Trump and that, yeah. But you lot shouldn't
takes-
have let him not.
Yeah.
You lot should have. He's winning that election now.
Who's used like all
Whoever
this?
wanted him to get shot,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have missed. Because now the motherfucker's going to win.
Well, yeah.
He's gonna come out to many men.
That man's plan has completely backfired, hasn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
He's given
Do you know
more
what,
life
though?
to Trump than he's
Do you
ever
know what
had.
though? I don't think it's as open and short as everyone
Mate,
says.
he's winning, man. Plus, you got fucking Joe Biden walking around not having a fucking clue what time of day it is.
That don't help.
That's not true.
Mate, he should have been put down ages
Here's
ago,
my
man.
conspiracy. Joe
If he was a
Biden
dog, he would have got put
is
down.
Fine. Here's my conspiracy.
That's what
In
them lot
fact, he's better than ever. Joe Biden is more coherent than he's ever been. He's quicker. He's sharper. He's getting less wrong than he ever has. I think he's fine.
Have you seen that video when some woman takes the guy that's practically dead to like sign a will? Have you seen that? And she's holding his hand and making his hand. That's basically Joe Biden as president.
That's Kamala Harris just wheeling Joe Biden out. Yeah, it's all a bit sad, isn't it?
It's not sad.
It is. It's sad for
funny,
America.
Yeah,
I think it's sad
them.
for America. But it is, exciting.
Tanag been
Second
in
half
the
has
gym.
kicked off, by the way. we'll tell you if anything bigger.
Looking kind of bolo, isn't it?
What?
Bold.
Bolo.
You just realised he's bold.
Bolo.
Oh, what's bolo mean?
Like he's a bit wham.
Here's another word.
He's a bit tonk,
Hench.
A bit yokey.
bit hench.
Yeah. Been working out on that.
I
There you
thought
go.
this was America.
Melarku says, I'm planning on watching a game at Old Trafford for the new season. Is there any chances I can do a watch
Go on.
along with Paddock?
Go on.
That's a dream.
I mean,
Not if you're at Old Trafford.
No, unfortunately,
Why would you
studio
want to?
based.
Yeah.
But you can send us your predictions. We'll use it as part of what's along. What?
That's fair
What?
enough.
Why are you laughing? That's what we do.
Joshua
Yeah,
Bowater
I, mean,
says,
I know you want to be on the show and that, but just record a bit on your phone and send it in.
yeah, that's still getting on the show.
Right, yeah.
He wants to touch Jay's head.
Oh, we can do that. Why don't you ask for that?
I'll be at Old Trafford next season. You can touch mine if you
Yeah,
want
the
some.
head is very touchable.
Yeah.
But he
Don't
will
worry
make
about
you
that.
touch it in the dark with a blindfold up.
And it will be greasier than you could ever have imagined.
Pair of
And a lot smaller.
Oh, just shut up. That's my
It
business.
feels like
Oh,
a
lads,
ball
I'm
head.
so excited for pre-season, boys.
know.
I can't wait,
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's going to be fun, man.
Ronnie, I fought for your son, but they weren't having it.
Jay did not fight for you.
Well, I didn't say I was against the idea. That's a kind of.
I was more than thankful and grateful to be there last time. Don't worry, lads.
We were thankful.
We
and
saved
grateful.
you.
I was
I had a
thankful and
great-
grateful
I had
that
a
you were there
great
last time, son. Trust me on that
Had a
one.
great time.
You more than did a good job there.
It's going to be a glorious time. I've contacted the people from the Friday house to film there. So we're going to film there.
Really?
Is that a
This is a
film?
little nostalgia, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Shall I watch it before we go?
Craig's house. You've never watched Friday?
No. What's it called? Fried egg? Fried egg film.
Fried egg. Fried egg, he said.
Oh yeah, is this a short film from 2019?
Fried
It's based on a
egg.
true story of a high school student. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, I'll watch that
Yeah,
before we
with
go.
Ice Cube and that.
You don't have an ice with eggs.
No.
No, I'm joking. I've never seen it,
Chris,
but I will watch
sucker.
that. There's been a load of substitutions, I believe. And we'll
Is Marcus still on?
no. If we can get the updated team news, that would be very good. We're going to work towards that. Have we got it just to read out, or can we find it anywhere before we change the graphic?
Is
I'll try.
Andrew said you have to be a member to touch Jay's head.
No.
It helps, but no.
I don't really know.
But you have to be ahead to touch Jay's member.
Owen says 2 lads in Ireland brought a corpse into the post office to collect his pension.
That's class. I know it's a bit weekend in Burn, isn't it? You know what I mean? What do you mean? He's fine. He's just asleep. He asked us to get his pension. And also, his pension. Like, let's just risk lifetime in jail for 18 quid or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
£140.
Because you're going to get a lot of burn out you for transporting a corpse.
Because what? Yeah.
Fraud as well.
Misappropriation of a dead body. That's one.
Waving at people as they go past.
Fraud.
Hey,
Yeah, he's got like,
like,
his arms on strings and stuff.
Like Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Yeah.
Is he alright? Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Sure. Smells a bit funny. No, he's don't worry about that.
It's fine.
Just give us his pension. I mean, give him his pension. Fucking hell. That's crazy, that.
Oh, God.
That is actually insane.
Isn't it?
Do you know
Imagine as well, like.
Do you know what my favourite thing is? Do you ever see that guy in Ireland who got caught cheating? Or his missus accused him of cheating, and he went to the priest and swore on the Bible that he didn't cheat. Did you ever see that video? Oh, mate, have you ever seen that video? Did you see it, Ronnie?
No, I never seen
Oh,
it.
mate, you need to find it. Honestly, it was nuts.
Did it work?
I don't know, it went viral. I can't believe you haven't seen it. It went viral.
What was this? Sorry, I missed this.
He was accused of cheating on his missus.
Yeah.
So he went and filmed himself with a priest,
Yeah.
swearing on the Bible that he didn't cheat on his missus.
I love that. Because famously, swearing on a Bible has meant no one's ever
Well,
lied
it got
after doing
Harry
that.
Kane a goal, didn't it?
I was going to say he swore on his mother's life, didn't it? Ollie Watkins, not his mother's life. Ollie Watkins said that the other day, didn't
Properly
he?
ate Harry Kane.
Like, I swear on my daughter's life. It was like
Yeah.
the best feeling ever. I thought, why are you swearing on your
No, he
daughter's
swore
life?
on his daughter's life that he told
Oh, that was it, yeah.
Palmer that
Yeah.
he'll get an assist and he'll
Well,
score.
throwing out like, I'll swear on my daughter's life willy-nilly.
I'm just going to give an update on the
isn't it?
substitutions.
We just
So,
sold him.
Yeah.
Williams off for Scanion, Casemiro off for Adey, Johnny Evans off for Bennett, Murray off for Harry Amas, Wheatley off for Jack Fletcher, Magebury off for Hugill, Rashford off for Ennis, and Wan-Bissaka off for Agunay. So, real pre-season vibes here. But we get to see a few players. I think Harry Amas, Fletcher.
That's Darren Fletcher's son,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, in particular, have been.
He's got
that
two,
in
man.
there?
He's got two.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Jack
Like
Tyler, I
Two.
believe.
Is it Tyler? That's the
Yeah.
one I can't remember.
Deal with that.
Who's the? Did you say we've changed goalkeeper or we've stuck with the goalkeeper?
I think the goalkeeper's the same.
Is it Vitek? Sorry.
Yeah, Vitek.
He had a very like Ronnie was saying he had a very good first half, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, what do we think's happening with Jay Slater then?
Well, they found a body today, didn't they?
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they found a body and
Poor
his
Tyler.
clothes. So it looks like they found him unfortunately. And he's.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. I've literally like last couple of hours. It was a.
I need to
breaking news.
get back up on that.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Mm. Bad that, innit? The whole situation is mad.
It's just tragic, innit? It's,
Yeah.
like you're saying, the whole it being dragged out and having that hope and all the rest of it. It sounds sad, and it doesn't help as well because like you got all the amateur sleuths, haven't you, on the internet?
On TikTok.
I know. Like, has anyone thought that these grey
Trying
shapes
to
here?
investigate.
Yeah.
On
Like,
TikTok, what are
I
you
know,
doing?
like, what are you on about?
Some
Like, I've
people
been
are
on
flying
Google
over it.
Earth
I've never seen that before.
and
where
I've seen this. And
a,
you're like,
a
just
person
shut
who's
up.
gone missing, and obviously now,
Yeah,
the
it's
worst
just
thing
sad,
to
innit,
be
for the
true. But
family.
his
Is it suspicious?
yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
they
think-
said
Did
no,
he go
the-
missing and like...
No, they reckon the initial reports are that it looks like he fell. That's just what I read like 2 hours ago when it was breaking news. So we don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I mean, that's
surely-
initially. You're not
Surely they
gonna-
would have... Because they searched that area before. If he's fell, surely they would have found him earlier.
Well, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I literally don't know the size of the area.
You haven't been on Google Maps?
No, I haven't. I think the Spanish police can do without my ham-fisted sort of help.
Mm.
Has anyone looked at this?
Ham-fisted.
Yeah, half-baked, harebrained, that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
Fisting ham.
exactly.
Owen says, "Oh no, you read that one about the two lads in Ireland." Yeah, sorry, I did.
Thought I had deja vu then.
Yeah. No, Joshua Bowat says, went down a rabbit hole about Native American skinwalkers last night. That's the flavour that they had to discontinue, isn't it?
Native American skinwalkers.
Yeah. Oh no, that was the Worcester sauce ones.
Yeah.
I'm now more convinced than ever that Joe Biden is one that's malfunctioning. What is a skinwalker?
Isn't that Skinwalker Ranch or something?
Yeah. What is that?
Wasn't that a ranch where like...
A skinwalker
Are you
is a
not
type
thinking
of
of Skywalker Ranch? George Lucas's ranch.
No, the Skinwalker
No,
Ranch.
you're thinking of the ranch that they do at Popeyes.
Oh,
Skinwalker Ranch, previously known as Sherman Ranch, property of approximately 512 acres, located southeast of Ballard, Utah, that is reputed to be the site of paranormal and UFO-related activities.
Wow.
So I was right.
So
Skinwalker
Skinwalker
Ranch.
is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal.
See? Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, shit.
Oh, that was a bad kick.
Yeah, I can't lie. Now there's no first team players in this. I've checked out of this game.
Well, let's have it right. We were barely checked in anyway. It's not like we were giving a running commentary.
Yeah,
I've got early checkout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we barely noticed what was going on as it stood.
Let's talk about pre-season tour.
Let's talk about
What are we doing?
So we're going
What's
out on the 25th of July, aren't we? We'll be landing in LA. We'll have 2 or 3 days there. Then after the game, we'll be heading to San Diego for I think 5 or 6 days. So there's a lot more room to play with there.
4 and 4 or 3 and 5.
I think it's 3-4-3.
Yeah.
So we've got 4 days, in San Diego. Then 3 days in South Carolina.
So we're driving from LA to San Diego.
Yeah, which will be lovely. We didn't do that drive last time.
We did San Diego to Vegas last time.
We did.
Yes.
That was fun, me and Joe together.
That was great.
Yeah, you went in your own little...
Listening to so many like
we listened to all the
rock
American
songs.
road trip tunes.
Did you?
Like Eagles,
Yeah, Journey.
etc. Yeah.
I
Johnny Cash.
drove to Vegas where I got a nice message off Ronnie in capital letters.
Same.
Did I, Ronnie?
He's checked
Yeah.
that. He's checked that in his conversation.
Yeah. What did the message say?
It said something like, Steve wants to know what time we are filming tomorrow.
Shouting at you.
You won't get none of that next
Reaction.
And then he went, and then I got a message like saying, Steve told me to put that like word for word.
Well, you're not gonna. There's gonna be none of that this time. So good luck with him.
I'll be getting that personally off Stephen Howson himself.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to.
When he didn't.
Oh, skinny.
Was that Harry Amass that got done?
Oh.
Was that Harry Amass who got done?
I hope not.
It's not good luck, is
no.
it? But, you know, it happens. Happens to the best of us.
Probably will be, won't it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Oh dear.
He didn't really try and tackle him or do anything, did he?
No, he just sort of stands up and gets done a little bit, doesn't he?
Well, he blocked the first one.
Bit square though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that geezer don't meg someone, he passes the ball.
Yeah, he does. He's
But
like,
once you've megged someone, you're committed
like,
to shooting.
I've
now.
got to shoot now because this could be the greatest goal ever.
Gucci Sensei, who's been over for 27 months, which is fantastic, says, excited to meet you guys. I want to be at that tailgate for sure. I'll be the tattered ginger fella. No, I'll be the tattered ginger.
Anyone in LA, San Diego, feel free to bring your smoking products to the Stretford Paddock.
Illegal.
It's
Did
not?
you go LA last time?
No.
No. I have been
Here
to
we go,
LA, but I
United
didn't
are
go
in it.
last time.
I was there for a day.
Find a pass.
It wasn't what I thought
You
it
went
was.
comedy thing, didn't you?
Yeah, that was,
comedy
I
show.
think I was in Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Come
We
on.
should shout Ian and sort that out.
Jesus
Doing too
wept.
much there.
I want to go find Bobby Lee as well.
I went to LA years ago. We went I was only there for like a day.
I went Super Bowl week.
You're the comedian, was?
Remember when Super Bowl was in LA?
Yeah.
I went that week. I didn't go to the Super Bowl. Never had a ticket. Rory had a ticket, and he went out to LA. And I just thought,
Lovely.
I'm gonna come out for the week.
Yeah, man.
And we went to check this out. Yeah, we went to this party. We blagged out. So me, Addy, Oladipo off the Zone and Talksport and that.
Mm-hmm.
I was with Addy. Rory disappears early in the evening. You'll never see Rory after like 8, 9 o'clock.
What?
He just
his
goes
own
to bed. He just goes to bed.
He's not a party boy.
He's not going to be out like that. So me and Addy went for some food. Boom, we're going out now.
Yes.
And we see like there's an escalators to this place. It was like a, you know those bowling alleys where you have a bar in it and stuff. It's
Yeah.
a bit jazzy. So I had a little escalator to that. And there was like a sign downstairs that had like an Adidas logo on it, an NFL logo on it, all that shit. Yeah.
Stop it.
So there's obviously like a party or something going up there.
You know where this is going.
So me and Addy walked up and we've gone to the woman with the, no, we've gone to the security. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be here for the party. And he's gone upstairs. I said, all right, so we've gone upstairs. There's a queue. Like shit. There's a woman with a clipboard, so we walk up to her. We've got English accents, which is
Helpful.
helpful, innit? Because
Yeah.
it seems like, are we there for work,
Yeah.
travelling? Like,
Yeah.
what's...
You're not just a
what's-
local who's
yeah.
wandered in.
So we've gone, oh, we're here for Adidas, because we've seen Adidas downstairs on the board. We're here with Adidas. Okay. She's gone, oh, yeah, let me see. And she checked the list, and she's gone, our name's not there, and we've gone. He's not put our name on the list, like this, you know.
Yeah.
Good. I know we're in LA here, but fucking hell. Surprised I didn't leave with an agent.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Hollywood.
Oscar-winning
Anyway,
performance.
what, they've not put our name on it? Anyway, she's gone, oh, I'm going to go find someone. You just follow me. So now we're following her to the woman from Adidas.
Oh.
Yeah.
This could go one of two.
And now
ways,
she's
couldn't it?
taken it. She goes, oh, follow me. They're just down here. Like, everyone's got their own private lanes and all that. So as we've got in now, we're in now.
Yeah.
And we just cut, like we just left her, we're in this party, yeah. There's all these NFL players with Super Bowl rings on chains and stuff like that, like it's nuts. And then they're giving out these goodie bags, and you know when you get a goodie bag in, and you just think, oh, this is bullshit. I'm going to find a place to dump this in a minute. Like, I don't want
what's normally in
stickers,
there? Some stickers, a little card about the event.
Yeah.
Maybe something about some upcoming product.
A program.
Maybe like some like wristbands or something like
bullshit.
that. A hat, maybe.
I'm like, I don't want this.
No.
Yeah. So let me find somewhere to put it down. But then I thought, hold on, let me just actually check what's in it. Bro, there was a rolling tray in there, a grinder. I'm like, wait a minute, what's this?
Weed.
Rolling papers. Bro, there was like a 3-5 in every fucking goodie bag.
Weed in it?
Like there was like a jar of weed in every goodie bag.
Joking?
And I was like looking, I'm looking around and there was like spare goodie bags around. I was like, I could leave here with like an ounce or something, like, and just started picking up 3-5s.
Certainly enough for you to be arrested and sent
mad.
to prison for 10 years.
No, it's in LA and it's legal.
And I think there's still a limit on what you can have.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's in a goodie bag, it's fine.
Goodie bags, fine.
It's the goodie bag loophole.
Yeah.
And then it was like, wow. What
That's
a place.
incredible.
That's amazing.
Dishing out free
So then I didn't
drugs.
even have to go to the dispensary after that.
But that is mad though.
And it was the
Especially if
games.
you've
It
got a
was the
load of, like-
games weed. You know the game, the rapper.
Yeah.
He's got a weed company called Stash House, I think.
But isn't it a bit bad giving out weed to athletes?
No, it's good because NFL players,
It's good.
they got all that CBD on the brain,
CTA.
CTE on the brain.
Where CTE
I've got
meets
CBD on the brain. I got CTE.
Yeah.
They got all that on the brain. Yeah, the aches and pains. Some good shit for them.
That's quite exciting, isn't it? I've never been to a
That's
party.
So
like
look, that's the bag.
Stash
yeah.
house.
That's
So
pretty
everyone's just like
And the-
leaving
and-
these all over the gaff.
Yeah, and
Like, you're
the
not having-
bag, like the weed. Look at the weed there. The jar says the game on it.
That's fun.
Like the rapper,
That's
like it's his
sick.
weed. Like, yeah,
That is cool.
little goodie bag.
So how long were you there for?
I mean, I took about 5 goodie bags and left.
You left there like some sort of Santa Claus, didn't you? Just like bags over your shoulder, like 30, 40 bags. Bloody hell.
Oh,
That's cool
God.
like that. Did you play bowlings?
No, we played pool and I had a few drinks, got out of there.
That's cool, isn't it? Just stumbled
That's
across
mint,
that
that.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Did
what
you
we got to do
recognise
this
any
time.
of the celebrities and athletes?
I
or was it all very
recognise one of the
American?
footballers.
Jesus.
Oh, look at the bar.
Hit the
Who's at the
bar
bar?
It's a
again.
very good
Rosenborg.
save again, I think.
Is that VTech again?
I think
Number
he's
8.
just tipped it onto the crossbar, Vitek.
He's
there.
not taking his game too seriously, man.
I know, just chill out, man.
I think he saves it, doesn't he?
They've hit the woodwork 3 times, you know.
I think he does save
I think
it.
he gets a little touch it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's
does.
a
Good
save.
save that.
Good save.
Is that Harrison or VTech? Has the keeper come on?
I don't
No,
know.
I think it's the same keeper.
Number
isn't it?
one, I
I've-
think it's still Vitek, yeah. Miles says Vitek really standing out. Yeah, he's been United's best player, I'd say.
He has.
He's the only one who's actually looked like they've, been putting a competent performance, really. It's been just a very slow standard pre-season game, but he's looked good.
He has been a
Yeah.
bit slow, but like
That's
I say,
all right, though.
Getting a decent level of effort and energy and fitness, hopefully, from it.
Yeah, especially these first ones as well.
Yeah.
As time goes on, you want to see a bit more, but it's a lower league opposition. I say lower league, a smaller league opposition. It's the first game of pre-season. Half the squad aren't even there.
Yeah.
This is kind of what you want.
Basically, it's a Resi's game now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there no first team players in this team at the minute?
I don't think
With
so.
all the substitutes,
Yeah, I
we're
think
taking
Wan-Bissaka
off
went off
anyone
as well,
who's
didn't he?
remotely first choice.
Yeah. Fina says Pretzel Hands would have let that in. I don't even know who's on about, but if there is a goalkeeper out there called Pretzel Hands, I bet he would have let that in.
Who's Pretzel? That's such
Hey,
a,
old Pretzel Hands would have let that in.
That's such a
Pretzel
good
Hands
one.
comes out like that.
Probably Pickford.
Pretzel hands.
I thought it was
Pretzel
T-Rex arms.
Oh, yeah. T-Rex could.
He's on about Andre and Arnold, isn't
It
he?
must be, I guess so. Yeah.
I don't know.
I call now.
I don't because
I do.
I think he's good, but on the T-Rex arm thing, you know, Xavi Siemens' goal. When I look back on it, Pickford could have saved that, innit?
I think it's one of them where if
He was
he
like-
happened to be a 6'6" bloke like Thibaut Courtois, he saves it. If he don't, Ian. If he ain't, he don't. I think if he's a taller man, he would have saved it.
I think Jay's gone mental. You know?
Yeah, I do as well. He's lost it.
He's got, he's like, you know, them little old men that just randomly shout out mad shit.
Yeah.
And you go, what is that? Was that racist or sexist? Like, what was that?
I don't know.
It's just him.
It's just what he's like.
Yeah, I think Jay's become.
No, he
that
calls
guy.
everyone that. One of those people. He's not really. He says that to everyone. It doesn't matter.
Started saying coloured.
Yeah.
What's going on here? You're not allowed to call us that.
Sergio James John says, where is Bayindir? He was playing for Turkey in the Euros.
Yeah, so he's on holiday.
So he's still on
So we had a year off playing for Man United. And then he played for 2 weeks where he played one game in the Euros. Now he's got a 6-week holiday where he's going to go to Dubai and shit. Must be nice.
Must be nice. It would be so good being a professional footballer, wouldn't it?
Especially like a third choice goalkeeper, Tom Heaton vibe at Man United.
Would you rather, here's a question for you, would you rather be, and in the comments as well, a backup player? So someone who never really makes it into the first team, but is always like, maybe you're coming on as a sub, you're like this, you're close, but you never really cement yourself. But you always think you might, every season, this is my year. Or third choice keeper, you know you're not playing, but you're just in there. You got, 5-year contract, you're never going to play, but at least you're not having to go through that heartache of thinking you're going to play.
I'd like the first one. Oh, Harry Amas has done well there, but then he's taken a big old touch.
Yeah, he has. You'd prefer the first one?
Yeah, because then at least, if you win a trophy or something, you can fool yourself into believing you've done a bit to earn it.
Yeah. Okay.
If you've not played and no one even fearing that you're going to play, so you're not even good for competition.
No, that's true.
Because they're like, well, he's not going to start. He's a fucking idiot.
So you'd rather be an Alex Tellez than a Tom Heaton?
Alex Tellez scored a goal in the Champions League.
Yeah, but he was never first choice, was he? Not properly, anyway. Or someone like that. You'd rather that. I was just saying, would you rather be a player who's always on the periphery of breaking into the first team, maybe gets a couple of games here or there, but whenever you actually think you're going to get your big chance, it gets pulled away from you, you never make it? Okay. Or just a third choice keeper who you're never going to play, but you can sort of relax into that role a little bit? That's
a really good question, that.
It's really good, isn't it?
Very good.
Should ask that to one of the players. When you get an interview with a player,
who's not playing.
Would you rather?
Would you rather be you?
Or someone a bit better?
Or someone a bit worse.
But you play more. Would you like to be Antony?
I wouldn't really want to be a third choice goalkeeper. I like the illusion of maybe I'm going to play.
But is there not more heartache associated with that?
And also, if you do play some games, then you might get your little cameo in a Champions League final. You might Ryan Bertrand it.
That's true, yeah.
Someone might get injured.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
Ethan put a poll in the comments.
You don't want to be the third choice goalkeeper, and the first two goalkeepers get injured, and you think, "Fuck yes, that was my chance." And then someone goes, "We're going to sign an emergency goalkeeper."
Yeah, that's playing what happens,
emergency loan.
We're not.
Andy Goram's on the way, so you could get fucked.
Yeah, sorry, Granny.
We put a poll in the comments. Would you rather be a backup squad player, play now and then, or a third choice goalkeeper? Ethan, for some reason, closed it after only 3 votes had been cast, but they were all in favour of yes, which obviously doesn't make sense. Would you rather be this or this? Yes. Maybe that's why the poll was closed. I love that.
Beautiful.
3 votes.
Well, that's cleared that up.
Oh.
By the way, lads,
do you know what it is as well?
Fully like, under 23 game.
I think if you was on the fringes, when you do them like
that guy's greedy, innit? This guy.
Yeah.
Go on.
Like, you go to them like Q&As or whatever, or you're doing interviews and it's players that were on the fringes. Yeah. They've at least got some stories of like the debut. Yeah. Like playing in, do you know what? And I got, I came on in the cup final, or it was the Champions League semi-final, and I got the nod, and that was like the atmosphere. If you're the third choice goalkeeper, you haven't got any of them stories.
No, that's true.
You haven't really got, even you might not even have a debut story. You might not even have done that.
And at this point, I suppose you'd do anything to be associated with a fringe, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So
nice.
You take that.
I love about that joke is I watched you think of that joke. I watched you have a little smile to yourself because you were so proud of yourself. You looked at my fringe as well, or lack of it, and then said to Joe,
when I said the joke, I went,
it's somewhere. You got that little guy.
I looked at where the fringe would have been.
Oh, what happened?
Sorry. Ethan absolutely shit himself there. Who was that who had the shot? Number 20 there.
Number 20.
Diogo Dalot.
Just a very good shot there from, I don't actually know who it was. Apologies, I couldn't really tell. Is it Ennis? Yeah, Ennis with a fantastic shot there.
Jessica Ennis Hill.
Yep. Have a bit of this.
Lovely woman.
Twat it.
I'd die on that hill, would you say?
Oh, I'm sure you would.
You were doing so well with your little fringe joke. You really were. You were on top form, and then you've spoiled it all.
Now that's a hill I'm willing to die on.
With
sure you will.
smuts.
Is that a hill you'd mount?
Sure, that makes sense. No one mounts a hill. That makes
proper
sense.
Richard and Keysy stuff. That is
Yeah,
Andy Gray stuff.
yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that was Joe
Proper
Smithy.
Andy
Joe
Gray
Smith.
stuff.
No,
that.
go on. Actually, get out.
Leave the camera on.
Get
bro.
out.
No. You can sit there and think about what he's done.
What he said. Unbelievable.
Let that sink in.
Yeah, Ethan Ennis there with a good shot. That is his name. Ennis the Menace. That's what they were calling him after this.
What was his best mate called?
Nasher. His true best mate was the dog. Pieface and Curly are the other two. Thank you.
The cartoon was class.
The
innit?
cartoon was fantastic. I loved it.
The comic books are a bit deceptive. Like you get them at like a book fair at school, thinking, "Oh yeah, it's a good idea." Then it was shit.
Were they? My favourite bit was that his parents called each other mum and dad even when Dennis wasn't around. They just called each other mum and dad. Yeah, I loved that.
Remember book fairs?
Yeah.
School
And they come in
would-
those big
school
like
would
suitcase full of books.
Sell
and
you
just
like a
open
book
like
for
that.
3x fucking retail price.
Yeah. And you go in and it feels so special though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because the smell of them.
Oh, everyone wanted to
Get
buy
a Goosebumps.
Skellig when I was a kid. Do you remember
Goosebumps
that?
book.
Yeah, Goosebumps, Skellig. There's one called 13 that everyone had to get it. Too expensive. One's never allowed one.
Yeah.
Sorry. We'll get you a book from the works.
Libraries were a big thing.
Libraries were
Yeah,
huge.
they
in the
Remember when you got
day.
your
massive.
library card? I remember being buzzing. I remember my cousin saying to me like, "Yeah, you want to go down the library, get a library card, you know,
Mate,
because
everyone.
mate, you could use internet books,
RuneScape.
check them out.
Play RuneScape there.
Remember that? And you just discovered something. Wow, I can take this card here, take stuff out, take an encyclopedia home. You
All these
fucking mental.
pages. Or even, do you remember you could get the
You'd be going on with
audiobook
like
tapes?
a load of fucking books.
Take them on holiday.
Little trolley. Remember the little
Yeah,
trolley?
the little trolley full of Captain Underpants. Just walking around reading so much Captain Underpants. Libraries are one of the most fantastic things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They are
class.
because if you think, how many places are there in society where you can go and spend 2 hours without having to spend any money?
Yeah.
There's so few. Genuinely, like indoors.
Tory Britain probably have to charge to get in.
Probably.
Yeah.
But libraries are a fantastic
Fucking probably
creation.
privatised it. Some fucking academy somewhere. You fucking knobs.
Yeah. Someone here says Animorphs. Do you know what I mean? Reading some Animorphs with like a bloke on the front cover, like
Gargoyles.
turning into a shrew.
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
They were good.
It was all there. God, I love the library. Did they have libraries when you were a kid?
No.
What was it then?
It was just you had like hieroglyphics on the cave wall that you were allowed to go and read.
Not another deer.
Yeah.
Not another person throwing a spear at a deer.
No, it wasn't like classed
These
as a library.
seagulls have
It
been a
wasn't
mischief
classed as a
today, you know.
library,
Look
yeah.
at them.
Back in those days, but that was when people used to go around and sell the time to each other, wasn't it? What time is it? And then you'd have to pay them, and they'd
Yeah,
say
and then they'd tell you the time with
Yeah.
the little bell and all that.
yeah.
Yeah, it was mint.
That's funny that people used to just go travel from town to town selling the time. I love that. How mad is that? And that's, do you know the term a dustbin
Yeah.
and the dustman for like a bin man? That comes because they used to come and clear the dust out of your fire. Do you know all the little ash at the bottom?
Oh yeah.
That's why they're called
Like a
dustmen.
chimney sweep type thing.
Yeah, but they'd come and clear it and take it away to the bins.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a video here of Derek Chisora headbutting a Deliveroo driver. Nigel Farage's mate there.
Derek Chisora just does not give
Derek
a shit
Chisora is a knob.
about anything.
I've
does
no
he?
He also
idea.
smells a bit weird.
Like headbutting a Deliveroo driver. Why?
He smells a bit weird.
Is that a
Smells
posh way
weird.
of saying he stinks?
Stop!
What is it?
What do you mean?
Not like oral, like it's weird. It's like, is that like, have you sprayed that scent on you? Is that your BO? What is that? it's like, you know, unless like when he's getting ready for a fight, he's like,
Would you say this
just
to his
doesn't
face?
wash and stuff.
What did he
Would I say it to his face? No. I've already told you, it's Derek Chisora
Yeah.
and he's Nigel Farage's mate. So he don't like me and he's a big lad.
Yeah.
And he's unhinged.
He's fully nut.
He's
He's a
very
full
unhinged.
nutter, and he's not playing.
Yeah.
He's not messing about to try and sell tickets. He's genuinely insane.
like he's walking CTE. Innit?
Yeah, he's like
right.
he's constantly angry,
So-
looking for a scrap and a row with someone.
Yeah. And I think, by the way, there's nothing wrong with insulting someone behind their back but not daring to say it to their face. I think that's fine. I think that's human nature.
Also, look at me and look at him.
Yeah, it's
What in my right mind is going to go to me or you smile funny?
That'd be well awkward as well.
I said that to someone.
If we was with him and he did that, and
such a mismatch.
We've got to fucking get shit off him for running off.
All of a sudden, the Cola's just been cubed like an old car,
and then he's going to give us shit for the rest of our lives because all that time Derek Zora's chin me and you two ran off.
Yeah. So you like have to.
No,
like,
when we didn't run off, we joined in.
Yeah,
we joined Chisora.
Yeah,
we didn't know when we got scared.
Get him, Del Boy.
Yeah.
I think you smell nice.
Chisora was.
Them lot of Mr. Sitter, the shitbags. They're playing really serious. Yeah, we don't care about it.
Oh, he's going to think about that forever.
And now he's just missed that sitter because he's got sperm bank written on his shirt.
To be fair, on that thing,
fucking witch.
Someone called me a fucking. What did he say? Said I think it was like a dumb.
It's alright, we'll edit it out from this live video. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's almost as though you've just proven.
You use the voice inside your brain.
Someone called you what?
Just
really?
Use the initial at the start of the word rather than saying the full word.
Yeah. So what you want to say is someone called me a D-U-M-B.
Like, they're aggressive on Twitter and then that.
Jay, don't say it.
Jesus, it's not hard.
I don't think the mic would have picked us up.
It rattled me, innit? So,
who said it?
So I did the whole you won't say it to my face kind of thing, and he's like, yeah, but it's the internet, so I can say what I want. And I kind of thought, shit.
As you living in the troll lifestyle, that innit?
Like,
yeah, of course I won't say it to your face. Don't mean I'm not going to say it online. You absolute dumsy.
It's the internet. I can say what I want.
That's probably like a 14-year-old kid as well, isn't it? It's the internet. I could say what I want. Yeah, I wouldn't say it to your face, but I'm not.
Yeah, he
face
basically said, no, I wouldn't say it to your face, but it's the internet, so I can say what I want, basically. I was like, fair enough.
That's fantastic. Fair enough. Yeah, what can you say back to that? Nothing.
I don't know.
He's doing it. Oh, that's fantastic.
Read one of them. There's a comment that's really cracked me and him up, but we are not allowed to read it out loud. But if you can find it, you'll laugh.
Is it just in the comments or is it?
Yeah, it's just
in the comments.
It's not a super chat. You ain't got to read it out.
Don't move it out. Stupidness.
Tie jokes on DTs, what?
On DTs, will he? What's that all about? don't read it out. What are you out for? It's a super chat. You got to read it out.
Every single time.
The producer saying,
we do.
The producer saying, you don't have to read them all out, and the fact they're eating chips with Christmas hats on makes that the greatest video in the history of YouTube. It's perfect in every way. Oh, the fucking keeper's well Aaron Ramsdale, that one. I'm going to dive out of the way and then stick my hand up. Gotta read it out.
Now he's pretending to be injured.
Yeah.
We've got a few super chats. Couple.
Go on.
Mario De Silva. Lads, is Pellegrini going to Bayern for €47 million a missed opportunity for a proven Premier League number 6? Should we have got him, basically?
No.
You like him, though, don't you?
I do like him, but I don't think that necessarily we should have got him or we could have got him. I think Bayern Munich were in for him a year ago and they took photos with him in the Bayern Munich kit. It was all but done and then it just fell through at the last minute. They were always going to get him. It's like, as soon as someone signs for someone else, I know this kid is not saying that, he's just asking a question, but then people go, we should have got him or whatever. I don't think we're ever in for Pellegrini. He's 28 as well, and he's not a kid. Like, so, I'm not saying you can't sign a 28-year-old, but...
He's a good player, I think.
Yeah.
29.
29, so...
Only just turned 29.
Yeah, but there's not
he's 29.
like a reason, like it's...
Yeah.
Didn't he miss the game where Portugal got knocked out in the Euros?
He was on the bench for
he was suspended, wasn't he?
I'm sorry he came
Wow.
on the bench a couple of times.
Okay.
I've seen a few people moaning about Amadou Onana going to Villa.
Yeah.
Saying
That
we
was a
should have
good
been
signing
50
for
mil.
them.
Yeah, saying we should have been in for him. But
sure.
I mean, there's only
Good replacement for Douglas Luiz, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think Douglas Luiz is better
You think?
in the system that Unai Emery plays. But I think.
But again, we're negotiating over Bramthwaite in a minute. It's not like we're going to go. Oh, by the way, we'll also have Amadou Onana off you.
I think. Would you rather 50 mil for Onana or like 43 mil for Ugarte?
I don't know
Just
enough. From
just
what I've
based
seen
on-
of Onana, and it was... maybe I made my mind up too early on him, but he seemed very technically limited to me. From what I saw of him a couple of years ago, obviously he's a young lad and he's probably improved a lot. But he's one of those players that if you put him, I don't know, under a lot of pressure, when you've got the United pressure as well, I mean pressure from the other team, I don't feel like he's technically that good.
I also heard towards the end of the season that even like he was he was getting benched a couple of games from Deitch.
Jesus Christ, that's us all.
Like, he's a decent player, but I'm not quite sure of the hype, really.
He's always struck me as all right.
I think he's a good player.
I've never been like...
He's good, but...
I've never been like, oh, United should get him, but I think there's this thing with United, and I'm guilty of it too as well. Anyone that can play in that role, fans are just mad keen for us to sign someone in that position. It's been going on for years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
it has.
These pre-season games are fucking annoying, innit?
Why?
Especially the early ones.
You know why?
It?
Because it's like, what have we...
No.
Outside of giving 45 minutes to Casemiro, Rashford, Mount, and who?
We're not doing a review of this, are we?
I think they've heard.
No, I'm asking a question.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, a 0-0 against Rosenborg.
No, or even if it, there's a goal.
It's not really good. The juice is flowing.
What title could we do which gets it?
Rosenborg.
Nice.
You could get a job at the Sun with work like that.
No.
Yeah.
Could I?
Yeah, you'd fit right in there.
Would I?
Yeah.
Nice. What were you saying then?
You
talk about Onana. You said you're as guilty of it as other people.
Like every time there's a player or there's talk of us getting a player in that position, people want him straight away, and it's like, oh yeah, we should get him. We've been linked with so many over the years, and some of them are just not up to it at all.
And also there'll be ones where they'll have a transfer and they'll start brilliantly, like Maddison last season for Tottenham.
Oh, fucking hell.
Like he had a great 6 games, and everyone's like, United are a disgrace. We should.
Why did we pay Mason Mount and all that? And you don't know how it's going to pan out.
And then he does what he always does, which is he's injured for 15 games a season because that's his whole career, or even more sometimes. And then all of a sudden it doesn't seem like we've missed out on him. But it's just like you can't always know straight away whether someone's a top signing or not. Sometimes it takes a year or two to work it out, but just because Villa have signed him doesn't mean he would have worked at United.
Are you a bit concerned that midfield was probably one of our biggest places of need in terms of like even depth, maybe getting 1 or 2 in, and majority of the links that United have had so far in the transfer market, I know it's a little bit early, has either been defenders or up front.
Yeah.
Like, and we've still not addressed.
I think centre back is a bigger issue than midfield for me.
Oh,
but close.
Well done.
Yeah.
I think. Look at City. They spend 60 million on a centre back every single year.
City love buying a centre back
because it's one of, if not the most important roles on the pitch, especially nowadays, where your centre backs are usually making often the most passes of anyone in the team.
Yeah.
Like it's not unusual for a centre back to make 100 passes, even for a United team that doesn't play that many passes. And if your drop off is here to here when someone gets injured, you can't really achieve things like that. You have to have top centre backs, and you have to have 3 or 4 top centre backs, I think.
Yeah, United definitely need to fix up, man. We've got so many areas we need to address. It's unreal, isn't it?
Do you think we'll get Delict just based on?
Yeah,
what you think?
I mean, I only go off what the newspaper reports are. It feels like that is a transfer that's everyone's happy with. Bayern Munich are happy to let him go. He's happy to come to Manchester United, and United want him.
Yeah.
I think the recent report you said about us going in for Jonathan Tah, if that even is the case, or if we've made inquiries, the only reason I can see that suddenly be happening now at the 11th hour is almost to try and motivate them to give us the lip.
He's 28 as well, which
that's what I mean.
It doesn't seem like
he's not. There's been no links with us and Jonathan Tah so far this summer, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, we want him, despite the fact everyone's been reporting we're in for the licks. I don't think we're going to buy them both.
No.
So, and they've obviously been linked with him quite heavily.
Yeah, absolutely. Josh W, who's been a member for 31 months, thank you very much, says, glad United is back, keep up the graft, lads. Thank you very much, Josh. Yeah, I'm glad United's back as well. It's mad having a game right after England just played in the Euros final, though, isn't it? That is,
the next day.
Yeah, it is a bit mad.
Well, this is the real quiz.
Go on.
This game? We don't care about it.
Yeah.
We need this.
You what?
We need this. This is where the real stuff starts.
Well, the Rosenborg game. Yeah.
This is the biggest game.
Would you
over the last few days.
if I offered it you right now?
You're going to batter Rangers on Saturday as well.
United finish 3rd and win the Carabao. Would you take that next season? Same as his first season.
Nah.
You wouldn't take it? Would you take it, Jeff?
I wouldn't settle for. I wouldn't snap your hands off for a fucking Carabao now.
I'd take 3rd in an FA Cup.
Okay.
But
would you take 3rd in a Carabao? I'm offering you that.
No.
Right now.
I think we can do better.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you think we could do that would be better than that? Realistically, how do you think we could do better?
I think we could win the Europa or the FA Cup. Yeah, or win the league.
Yeah. Would you take it? People in the comments, Sam said, hell yeah, I'd take it. Ronnie, would you take that?
I'd take that.
Carabao in third next season?
No.
Nah, I wouldn't take that.
All right, yeah, just
I'd say that. No,
normally
I
your
won't
brain
say
has
that.
that inner dialogue, innit?
Yeah.
Would I take that? Would I?
I'll take that.
Oh, they've scored. No, they haven't. I thought they had.
Don't be silly.
Because
you
it's
see
weird
who's
in
in
a
goal,
way
mate?
because
Vitek's like the best keeper ever.
You see who's in goal?
Have you not seen who's in goal for Manchester United?
I'll take third in Europa League.
you would.
For some reason, I want
Third in Europa, obviously, but that's
Third
not
in
an
Europa
option.
is the best season
Let me
anyone's
just
ever
go
had.
some of the comments then. So Ross Murphy says I'd take third in Europa, but that's not on the table. Kyle Gerard says definitely would take
Why
top
are you
four.
making all the permutations?
Who the fuck are you?
Because I'm the one who came up with it.
Would you take fifth in Europa?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, you're stupid because you get into the Champions League.
I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Thanks, Jay. DB Cooper
It's
says
just cost us a Champions League now. Well done.
I'm the same as Jay. We
Oh,
can
that
get Europa or
geezer's
FA
phlegmed
Cup.
all over himself. The fucking mess.
You,
So
what,
you
sorry,
get
what's
for
someone
taking it
agreeing with me?
seriously
I
against
want
our
to hear
kids.
that. No, right, okay.
No, they said I agree with Jay. I think we can
Yeah.
finish top four and get the Europa.
Mate,
Yeah.
we're Man United fans. We don't chop people's hands off for a Carabao Cup.
I'm not. But I think that wasn't the option. It was. We finished 8th last season.
Yeah.
Getting third would be a big jump, and I think I don't know if I would take it either. But I would struggle to imagine us having a better season than that next year, if I'm honest.
I don't know. I think everyone will drop off a little bit and we'll improve.
I love that.
Yeah, you can see it already.
Complete and utter turnaround.
You can see it already.
Liverpool are fucked.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
that Arnie Slot, he's shiting.
Yeah.
And they've signed no one.
Exactly.
And they're not linked to anyone.
Pathetic.
The only link I've seen was Mark Gay, and that was just after the final.
Yeah.
Because
It is only the 15th
Mark
of July.
Gahey as well. I think he was very good. Look, I think he's a very good player. But his Euros performances are standing out more because everybody around him was shit.
He was
Yeah.
excellent though.
it's like,
Except for the
it's like
last
Stones
one.
wasn't good.
No,
or
but people are going on like he was 10 out of 10. When maybe
Yeah.
he was about 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. But
Yeah.
because everyone around him was 4s and 5s, it looks even. It's like when Januzaj was playing for Moyes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think England's best players at the Euros was Mainu, Saka, Gay,
Saka was
and
shit.
Pickford.
Why did you say Saka to him? Now we're going to listen to this fucking
Saka
argument.
was shit.
I
He
think
wasn't shit.
I think Saka
He
was
wasn't
our better
He's-
attacking player. Though.
Yeah,
His
definitely,
goal
yeah.
was fantastic.
He was
yeah.
our best attacking player.
But apart from that, he did fuck all throughout the whole tournament.
No.
Harry Kane was shit. They were all shit.
Pickford was good. Pickford had a good tournament.
They got to the final, but they're
Did.
all shit.
Nah, come
Every
on.
single
not
Don't
player.
try and gaslight me with that final.
Nah,
I know.
No, no, no,
They
no.
weren't all shit
Bro,
though, were they?
They played Serbia, yeah. It's
Yeah.
not the same Serbia. Life and death.
Not the same as who? Not the same
It's
as
not
what?
as back in the day, like when they were good Matic and that.
Okay.
Yeah. They're
Sure.
a bit shit now.
Right.
Yeah. When life and death for them won 1-0.
Great.
Then who did they have?
Clean
Denmark.
Denmark.
Drew 1-0.
Denmark pressed the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
With Christian Eriksen in midfield who's got no legs.
Yeah.
How's that happening? Eh?
Right.
Yeah.
Then Slovenia. What was that?
Slovenia.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slovakia.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham pulls a fucking wonder boy kick out of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that,
To stop him going
Southgate
out.
would have been. There would have been effigies of him and stuff.
But
Okay.
they didn't.
If that don't happen, there's effigies of him.
Yeah, but it did happen.
Life and death with Slovakia, Slovenia, and all these bombs here.
Yeah.
Who's the next one?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
That pens.
Penalty shootout
Crushed it.
Yeah.
against Switzerland,
Pickford.
Yeah.
and then the Dutch just basically bent over and said, "Go on, have a go,"
And did we ever go?
And it was still took a last minute goal.
and it still took a last minute goal and a penalty that never was.
The best players in the Euros for me for England were Mainu, Palmer, and
Palmer Violets.
no
You-
one was consistent,
yo.
but Bellingham had his moments.
Look, that
Bellingham
Spain,
shit
that,
as
that, that final. Listen, that final made me think England had England definitely had no business being in the final.
Don't be ridiculous.
They
Don't
didn't.
go- What?
They
They
look-
were
they-
fucking
Mate,
nah,
if
two
you were-
cleared off the line
if it-
headers in the
if
last
it-
minute away
if
from
it-
going to extra time.
Oh,
Don't act
no,
like they
nah,
got
no,
pummeled.
give me that,
but when I say
So,
when I
they were
said there
miles
was
away
Jude
from
Bellingham
Spain.
overhead
They
kick
weren't
away from
miles
going
away,
home,
They were miles away.
Suddenly it's a different story.
You what?
When I said Jude Bellingham saved them from going home in disgrace,
Yeah.
embarrassment, you have a go at that. And then you go, they're one header away from going to extra time.
Yeah, they were.
So how can my point not stand, but that you bring that up?
You said we were shit in every
They
game.
were.
I don't think they were.
You thought England were good.
I didn't say that, did I?
Pound for pound out of the play. Well, what's not being shit?
Well, not shit. There's neutral. There's good. There's not.
You
There's
thought
shit.
they were neutral.
I thought they were all right.
They never got out of neutral.
Do you know what the mad thing is?
Spain were miles.
Do you know what the mad
Spain were
thing
like
is?
miles clear of
Do
England.
you know what the mad thing is?
Well, the
They
scoreline
gave him
didn't say that.
all
did
these
it?
players, yeah.
The scoreline doesn't
Southgate,
always say that.
The
No,
guy's
but what I'm saying
trash.
is they were literally a headed clearance off the line away from going to extra time, regardless of what the gap there was in
And Spain were
performance.
inches away from doubling and tripling the need.
They were
a
shocking
number of times.
every game.
Yeah.
Yamal missed two sitters.
I could do the hypotheticals
Okay, so
as well.
let's stick to the facts then. It took them into the 86th minute to win the game.
Southgate
That isn't
served his
hypothetical.
purpose
That
about
is a
two
fact.
tournaments ago,
There
you
was
know
4
that.
minutes left in the game when they won it.
Do you know that can
isn't-
happen and you still get battered? I think
I know
looking
that
back
can
at that
happen.
game, I think it was a.
Of course, I
it was-
know.
I
I
think it
know
was a
that can
batter.
happen. Spain were the better team comfortably, but they didn't batter England.
Do you know
It
what
wasn't-
the thing is, though?
They battered
It took
England,
them
bro.
to 5 minutes till the end of the game to
They
win it.
battered England.
I honestly think
They didn't.
And then he come out and goes, they pressed us. No shit, Sherlock. Denmark pressed the fuck out of you.
Yeah, they were better than
Well,
England.
How have you
what-
not
do you know
coached
what-
this
do
team
you
to
kn-
play out of it? Sorry, Jay.
Do you know what the irony is, right? I honestly think, genuinely, the best you could have hoped for from England this tournament was to get to the final and lose to Spain. I don't think
man.
England could have beaten Spain. I think it's
I'm
delusional.
sorry, none of
I
this.
don't. I think Spain
I'm
are just
sorry,
much better
look
than
at that
England.
Spanish team.
I do.
Their wingers are still a bit young.
Yeah.
Fantastic players, massively talented,
Yeah.
but they're still a bit young. Throughout the team, England should be able to match them.
But so many players don't turn up
Rodri's
back
the
for
only
England.
player in the team for Spain that's by far and away better than what options that England have in there.
But they
That's
don't
the only
play
one.
for England. Like Foden
Yeah,
doesn't
but
play
that's
for
'cause
England.
the manager,
You can't just blame the manager for Phil Foden stinking the gaff up all
They
the
went
time.
into this they're listening to the manager's dead tactics, yeah, and the geezer's going, let's sit back. Look, every time England go 1-0 down, they looked good. And that's because they let the reins off a little bit. What happened? 1-1, shit the bed.
But I don't
Shit
rate
the
Southgate,
bed.
you know my
Like,
thoughts when
dog
he was linked with United. But I still think players like Foden and Walker and some of these other players have to take some
They don't wanna
responsibility.
play for him.
Some responsibility for their performances.
They don't wanna play for
I
him.
see them for City playing fucking mint, and I see them playing for England like they fucking just learned how to play football this morning. It's just fucking shite.
The geezer's a
Well, I'm not
dickhead.
overly asked because Kobe Mainoo was mint. That's the main thing that matters.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, even Luke Shaw did well, considering he only played.
I just feel
He's
like
got a weak-
England's look ran out basically. And
You what,
he
sorry?
I think their look ran out and he got found out in the final. for
Yeah,
not
I don't-
being-
I don't-
for
I
not-
think
I don't
it
think they
was-
deserve to be
Also,
there.
his state
Wow.
is
That's
outside.
why
He's
I kind
welcome.
of think it was the
Two
best he
tournaments
could
too
have done.
long. After Italy, he should have left. After Italy, he should have left. It's mad that they because he's brought the expectations up now to a point where you can't cut it anymore. It's a bit
Oh,
like
they've scored.
Solskjaer.
They've got the winner. Rosenberg, we're probably the last kick of the game. Fuck off.
Fucking taking it seriously
I'm
against our
fucking
academy,
fuming
you
about that.
dicks.
So hard he hit that.
Yeah.
Job's worth.
Ooh, look at us, we scored. Sperm banks. Boo. Boo.
1-0 Rosenborg. It's crossing from the right hand side.
Welcome back, Manchester United.
Mate, he's not even offside. It's a fucking goal. He's all right. It's all good. Yeah.
He gets very lucky, doesn't he? The ball just gets deflected off him, off our defender, and back to him between his legs. But
Stuffy.
you know, it's pre-season. It doesn't matter.
Why are you hitting it so hard for?
I know.
Because it's his
Fucking
biggest
hell.
moment of his life. That's why.
Try hard. It's over.
I think that's full time as well. Adam, thoughts on the game? Did you see anything there that was promising, or is it just
The only thing that
books?
would have been beneficial to Erik ten Hag from this game was getting 45 minutes into Casemiro, Mount, Rashford,
Yep.
Wan-Bissaka. Everything else, I thought Vitek did really well in goal. But come on, we had the under 23 side out there. It's nothing really to write home about. You
Yeah.
can't really take that on seriously. It must be frustrating as well. I know every team kind of has to deal with this. But like you've got
You're crying.
pre-season and you've got pre-season and you're not. Is you crying?
Yeah.
We don't know why.
It's probably his.
It might be more than just the game. We don't know why they're crying.
No, I think it's like they might just be emotional because
Yeah.
the United and that.
Yeah.
I think because maybe it was one of the boyfriends that scored the goal.
Who knows why? We don't know why they're crying. I can't imagine it's because we just lost a friendly.
Should we
I will
relate
say
it to White Wiggles?
that. Jay, thoughts?
I think sometimes it gives you a little reminder as well. You know when you say like, just throw the kids in.
Yeah.
Like I know it's only a friendly, but it's a reminder that you can't just throw kids into Premier League games. Because you always hear that, don't you, when things start going wrong, people going, just throw the kids in, throw the
play
kids
the
in.
academy.
Yeah, that's not how it works. Like, not everyone's Kobe Mainoo or Garnacho or whatever. You have to sort of be patient with some of the younger players, and I think that's what sometimes you get a little reminder of that in some of these friendlies when you think they're obviously mint, but they're not ready yet.
No.
That's why you have games like this as well, and it's just a nice little reminder. So nothing too much to take from the game. Like Maka was saying, the most important thing was getting some minutes into Mount, Casemiro, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you anything that I'm taking away from that game other than that.
Bit of fitness, wasn't it, Ronnie?
Yeah, it was just it was a run out, and I feel like the lads definitely needed it because I think a lot of them looked a bit off it, sharpness, looked a bit jaded, and you saw the difference between them and us. They looked like a team up and going halfway through a league season, and I think we just looked a bit off the pace physically, and the only negative from a first team perspective was I thought Casemiro still looked a bit like someone we need to move on, in my opinion.
He looked a bit slow, didn't he? But it's the first game of pre-season, so
he looked like that last season.
But I think, well, he did, but that's what I'm saying. If he's going to get back to where he was,
the manager must see it.
I think he's going to go in it. Let's be honest.
He must know.
Yeah. Right, that's going to be all from us. Thank you very much for joining us. Manchester United are back. It was only 3 or 4 first-team players, but it's still Manchester United, and that's what counts.
Proper football is back.
Proper football is
none
back.
of this international nonsense that no one really cares about. Let's get back to the real football, yeah.
We'll be back in the morning. I'll be here with the news. We've also got Dharma Sheth back on for all the transfer updates as well. What's going on with De Ligt? What's going on with Ugarte? What's going on at Manchester United? Thank you, Adam, for coming on. Lovely to chat to you. Thank you, Jay, of course, as always. Thank you, Ronaldo, for being here as well.
Thanks, Ronnie.
You're welcome.
See you in a bit.
Cheers, man.